Alright.
did
Stream
you do
title
that, Pi?
is Legally
Why did it
Distinct
have?
D20 based TTRPG.
I rolled over them when I slept, I guess.
Oh,
Why were they
I-
on your bed?
no, I do that sometimes.
No, yeah, sometimes I forget, but like I always have like a
I
nighttime
tuck them in a
ritual.
corner that I can't reach. I'm
I
sleeping
just
with them on
sometimes
the
I
bed.
faceplant in my bed and I fall
I mean,
asleep with them.
So
on.
I was cross that
Well,
particular day.
my desk
know
is
what? That's
near
good.
my desk is near my bed, so it's dangerous. If I rolled over like fast enough, I could actually like stab my face on the on a sharp corner of my
Jesus
desk.
Christ.
Mine
you
could
know,
be,
you gotta
yeah.
put bumpers or something on your desk.
I
Dude,
gotta baby proof my desk or something.
yeah,
How do
Jesus
we-
Christ.
How do we pull up our character sheets?
Press C.
C. Okay.
Yeah, they should be updated. I actually got some icons for your ability so that they won't just sacks of
Oh.
loot.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, it's a bummer that these nuggets are in the oven for 19 minutes.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
You know, it's okay. We haven't
Alright.
eaten yet today either.
It's fine.
You guys
I
should
guess-
go first, so.
Let's pull up. Disclaimer. For this campaign, after issues with how Wizards of the Coast has handled their OGL update, I am trying to convert both my homebrew setting and mechanics into Pathfinder. And while such a thing is not necessarily difficult given the similarities between the systems, they're like, I believe 3.5 and Pathfinder 1 were made by the same people, actually. Whatever. But it's a time-consuming process. And because of that, this campaign will be played in my in a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition system, so that you, the players, can play the characters that you planned on using for like a month or so. While we are playing a virtual tabletop game, you as players can opt to use physical dice as opposed to digital ones. This is something that I personally insist on, so that I can have some amount of peace of mind for the amount of money that you, my friends, spend on dice.
So
Oh,
considerate of you, Leo. Thank you. You're really just looking out for us. That's
I
right.
was playing E20 yesterday. It was downstairs under the couch. I think Mio brought it all the way there.
Oh, she
Mia
wanted
wants
to
to
roll. You
play.
should get her own
Yeah.
dice.
She loves the dice.
Yeah. I myself have been gifted a set of dice, and so I will also opt to use physical dice occasionally. And while it may be,
dice that roll really well.
yeah, as it may be frustrating from a viewing experience perspective to not have confirmation on the rolling process, or have it like a bit
We should
slow or
play
clunky. Yeah.
Video, like the, what are they called? Desktop.
Webcams?
Webcams. That's the.
Was that
We
the
should
word?
play with
That's the
webcams.
word you're looking for?
Listen.
Okay.
Words are hard. I'm saying we should play with webcams, but they're just pointed at dice trays, so we just
Pointed
see our
direct-
rolls.
we all have hand cams. That's it.
Hand cams
We
for
all
free?
next to our-
For free?
Shut the
I'm logging
fuck
in
up.
Discord on my phone.
Yeah, we'll just
Hand-
all log into
hand
our
cam.
phones, and then we'll just have a little.
Wait, hand me
tripod.
what?
Shut the fuck up.
Alright. Does anyone want to do a recap of what happened last session?
Wait a second.
Hold
Sure.
on.
We talked about our characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys spun around a bunch in the test map, and that was about it.
Yes. I died multiple times,
You did. Deservedly so.
but I'll never die again now.
Alright.
Good thing we got it. Well, actually, no, we do have healers, so we're good.
You do have healers in this party this time around.
And
Yeah.
someone who should have lost their healing license, but will get it back eventually, i.e. me. Eventually I'll be able to heal people in weird ways.
You
It's
just have to
fine.
die first.
Yeah, literally yes.
You just have to die first.
You know, these super glue's not acting very super right now, I'm not
Gotta
gonna
let
lie.
it dry.
It's
What-
so wet.
I think
What-
you use too much. It should not be.
What kind
Also-
of super glue are you using?
Also,
There's
using
probably-
super glue to reattach something like that is hard.
You're gonna need something to help keep it in place too, like tape.
How's
Just
my
depending on that
fingers?
tiny little bond is not gonna be.
Yeah, if you're having the glasses frames like sit on like upright, like then they're gonna like just naturally slide apart. You'd probably have to put them like
Yeah,
lens
you
down.
probably gotta clamp them somehow. So
Yeah.
they stay in place while it's drying, but not so much so that you're not letting it fully dry.
Yeah, you need to like have a force
The
pushing it together,
in-between.
but not so that like they're snapping or bending again or something like that. But what do I
They do
know?
have super glue drying accelerants too, but that's a lot of work.
What's that?
That is a
UV
lot of work.
lights.
You should
All
just say
right.
resin.
Yeah, you know what?
Using
That's the
resin.
moral of the story. Speaking of stories, this story, we're starting now, I guess. Of the many regions of the continent known as Falafin, Tenin is a tumultuous one, fraught with dry deserts and dangerous catacombs. It was unpopular for quite some time, and although that reputation has changed for the most part, your story is taking place in one place where that reputation has not changed. The region of Sieben, known first for having the largest oasis out of all the 10 regions in Tenin, over the years has begun to dry up. In addition, for as far back as history can go, this region has been plagued with constant sunlight and the hottest recorded temperatures out of all in the desert. Because of that, this region is generally avoided, and there's not many resources in order for people to escape. They'd have to manufacture that sort of exit themselves, which is a perilous journey nonetheless. That does, however, make journey to this region extremely affordable and extremely accessible. And we see... Yeah, basically. We see most so one I'm stuttering over my words. One day a boat will drop off various people. It wasn't the most luxurious cruise, but it was actually crowded with a decent amount of people. Some of them were excited, like they're going somewhere cool or exciting, going on an adventure of sorts. Some were those more morose looks. Some of them were very reclusive, looking like they're just trying to get lost in the crowd or disappear in a sense. Regardless, they're all dropped off along the northeast coast. Not at an official dock or like port city at all. It was rather ungraceful, actually. It was mostly just they pulled as close as they could, like lowered a bunch of lifeboats, and you all sort of left off. Fortunately, there is a main road, the most well-established and well-maintained path in Sieben, known as the Delfino Pathway, that runs from the northeast coast straight to Lucky Fortune and all the way down to the southwest. And so that's what all those people who are on said boat end up taking on their journey. There are anyone like watching this group of travelers might think that that's one united caravan, but there's definitely a lot of colorful characters that stand out and sort of could easily be separated from the masses. One such would be a giant metallic one draped in not necessarily armor, but sort of cloth and fabrics to simulate the effect of armor across his metallic body. And it is... oh god, he has light. Why is he bright?
So bright.
Why is he so bright?
We didn't turn his light off.
I didn't turn his light off from the test. No, let me update his token real quick. Can I do that? Can I update token? Yeah, sure. He bursts into the stage and the spotlight falls down upon him. No, it is Paladin. Blake, would you like to introduce your character? What he looks like, what he's about, and what he's doing while he's walking to town.
Yeah, so Paladin's just in a really big warforged, initially for combat purposes, but very quickly converted into more of a house butler / cleric sort of situation. And he's acting as Sam's guardian. And that's his main purpose here. Yeah.
Yeah, with that brought up, let's drop Sam into the field. Sam, you haven't been giving me any new art tie, even though you promised, so you will be using this one.
I have ran into a
You will be-
situation. There's a situation I am currently dealing with.
I'm aware.
Okay. But
However,
also, he can't use new art if you don't give him new art.
That's
Yeah.
true.
could you
very
describe?
baseline.
Yeah, could you describe Sam's appearance and how he's carrying himself currently?
Sam is a flamboyant bard sent here on a diplomatic mission with the accompaniment of Paladin. He has he's got a lithe silver frame. He's wearing your standard diplomat getup, very almost too formal. Though what's peculiar about him is the fact that he is, well, obviously an auto gnome. He is silver throughout,
Completely
with-
metallic. Yeah.
which is odd because his face has like uncanny valley features that don't like you can tell he's an auto gnome, but not from a distance. Assuming that you don't see through like the fact that he has silver fucking skin.
Right. Well,
He's
yeah.
just got skin tone color.
Maybe he doesn't go out a lot, or maybe what's that like one like silver poisoning thing that like turns you blue?
Yeah, that's true. There are like a bunch of people who just like wrap themselves up entirely just to escape the sun, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe just
Be some sort of makeup or skin covering that you are using. There's
Yeah.
plausible deniability.
The pair of you, how are you two like carrying yourselves? Are you like serious? Are you excited? Are you very like regal looking?
Paladin will be much more on the serious side, keeping a constant eye out, just making sure there's no threats immediately.
I think I have a perpetual stupid grin on my face, but I do carry.
Oh wow.
You carry yourself, you know, like fucking Roman Torchwick from fucking Ruby. He's got the walking stick. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
He's got the
Wonderful.
walking stick.
Got
Yeah,
walking
you-
stick energy.
You got a
Yeah.
fancy cane or something?
Relative, not like fancy, but he's got a Let's give him a cane. He doesn't need it, but he's got a cane. He looks damn good in it. He's slaying that outfit that I haven't drawn yet. Give me a second. You know, I have my iPad on me. I can do this right now.
All right, feel free to do that while you play.
Feel free.
It's
Cam,
not charged.
Cam,
Yes.
first roll of the campaign. Can you roll a stealth check for me, real quick?
Sure thing. Let me check my stealth mod because all my modifiers are different now. I'm so used to just knowing what.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna have to actually reference.
You're gonna have to
I can double
adjust.
check things.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I just swapped my
stealth.
charisma for
Oh, it's the
intellect.
same as my other one. I didn't need to check.
Cool.
That's a 4 plus 2 equals 6. Glad to know this die hasn't changed from rolling
All
that
right.
shit when I need it to.
Very clearly, you two, both Paladin and Sam, you are being followed. Sort of like when like you're walking through snow and you're following in like the footsteps of someone else. They're clearly like following your stride. It's more Sam specifically because it's much easier to make that gait. Is a small mouse folk. Cam, would you like to describe Penelope's appearance and how they
Yes.
carry themselves?
So, Penelope is a mouse folk. She is about 5 to 6 years old. So, in terms of like human compatibility, that's like 12 to 14. She's small, 1'9", and very, almost seeming underweight, even at her tiny size. She is currently wearing sort of like dark purple and blue kind of loose-fitting wraps and robes that leave a lot of room for breathing but still cover a lot of her skin, as well as kind of adjusting her out of place but comically large wizard witch hat to try and block the majority of the sun, so she can continue working in her small little circular handheld notebook as she kind of just practices drawing spells, well, just looking up every so often to make sure that the two interesting fellows that she saw on the boat don't get too far out of sight, because she is basically trying to work up the courage to try and ask them about something, but is currently stalling by pretending to work on something else.
You're like multitasking several things. You're trying to like keep up with them while also your character's very ADHD, I should say.
Yes.
Oh,
And
see that
at
coming?
the same time, if you were to look a little closer underneath like the shadow of her hat, you can see a little mouse on her shoulder.
Which is she's a little mouse with a little mouse, which is
Yes.
yo dog. I heard you like mice.
It's a bit hard to from a distance make out what it exactly looks like, but it looks a little bit also malnourished and like underweight. But it's hard to tell exactly what it looks like from a distance, especially under the shadow of the hat with how bright it is outside.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like while you're striving forward, these more mechanical folk are handling like the terrain quite well. You with all you're trying to juggle mentally and physically here. Like sometimes like there's occasion where like more grouchy like travel would be like fucking hell, I almost stepped on you, little girl. And it's just like they're just kind of like trudging along.
Sorry. And she's gonna just kind of pull her hat a little tighter over her head.
But it's just like fucking kids these
Just
days. God damn. Surprisingly, there's not many furry folks heading to the desert. Believe it or not, they don't. Maybe it has something to do with the climate, maybe something to do with the heat. However, there is one other of note. I do not know if they made themselves apparent to you, or if they're just doing their own thing, but, Noda. Lucy, would you like to introduce what Noda looks like, what she's doing?
Yeah, Noda's this 1'11" otter that fully believes that she's a bear.
Small gang.
She comes from a bear clan village in the mountains of the Brink. She's got a little frog with her, but you can't really see it. It's sort of sitting on her shoulder under her cloak, and she's just kind of hanging off the side of the boat, or trying to. How tall is the side of the boat?
You guys have gone off the boat, and if you want Noda to
okay.
be like the last one off, just sort of like chilling, because she can catch up easily. She doesn't have to. Because since she's an otter person, she doesn't really need a lifeboat to get to shore. She can just sort of
That's
dive
true.
off and just swim up.
Yeah, she was just sort of hanging off the side of the boat, or trying to, just sort of looking at
It's
the
li-
water.
And then like you're just kind of like chilling there, and then one of says is like, you know they left already, right?
Oh.
I'm gonna have to
And
call
she-
one of them back,
And
and
she's
it's
gonna
just
jump over the side of the boat. and
he's
then
like
swim
no wait. Well, you didn't see nothing. And he just kind of like rubs his temples a little bit, and then just like turns back to whatever
Yeah,
else
she's
he's doing,
not-
maintaining the ship.
Yeah, she's not super aware of her surroundings. She's around 8 years old, but that's maybe like for her, like in human age is like 15. She's got a lot of like I got my driver's permit energy, so she kind of thinks she can take care of herself and is full adult, but she's definitely not. Very gullible.
Oh, definitely won't take advantage of that. Though.
Definitely not.
Good thing nobody knows you're gullible.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I said, you guys are taking the main pathway. It's one of the most traveled roads. Is the one from like when people depart for this region, to the main town, Lucky Fortune. And on your way there, you might annoy or upset some people. Noda, it is a little bit uncomfortable for you going from water to like full on sand desert. There is like a few like mud prints as like you're walking through. But the coat of water actually does help keep you cool a little bit on your journey through the desert to the main city.
Yeah, when I reach shore, I like sort of shake off and try to wipe off all the sand that's stuck to me.
Very, very much. Yeah, I'd say the little furry children aren't the most popular with the entire like group of people that you're traveling with. It's like when you're bringing
We're
like
small
children
and
on a
lovable.
plane or like on like a long distance like train ride. It's
Crying
just
the
like
whole time.
yeah.
Roll to see if you got seasick.
But you all make it to Lucky Fortune, a bustling city. For all the reputation that Steven has, maybe you have heard of it, maybe you have not. Lucky Fortune is a bit of an outlier in that it is a well-established city with not running water, but like aqueducts, wells, sources of water. There's streets and crowds. There's life. There's excitement. There's friendliness. There's comforts. There's the whole 9 yards. And as you enter, like what you see near the entrance, like through one of the main gates, is a market of sort with stalls lined with like questionable meats, some exotic looking fruits, but also just like wares, trades, jewels that may seem like a bit like inauthentic. Just like a passing glance. If you're at all experienced, Sam, you might be with the lusher aspects of life. Well, a lot of this is fake. It's like seeing like plastic jewels being passed off as like glass or like diamond or whatnot.
Pedestrian.
But you do see like the group that you've traveled in with. Some of the like the more excitable, like positive looking folks are distracted by that. Like, oh, whoa, look at that! What's this over here? And everyone begins to peel off. They're clearly the ones that stick out. People that seem local seem to just be like they have like a goal and destination in mind, unless they're the ones manning the stalls. The only one that seems to be like making their way through a market with like not so much a purpose, but like keeping their head on a swivel, almost looking out for something, is they stand out quite drastically with the warmer color palette of this region, as they are more monochromatic, at least in their fur, at least, and that is where Gris is. Maddie, would you like to talk about what Gris looks like and what kind of aura they give off and what they're doing in the city?
Yeah. So Gris is a skunk cloak person. Sorry, one sec.
No, go ahead.
She kind of just grew up on the streets and raised herself, but she doesn't think of that as a bad thing because it turned her into like a really free spirit. She is like, she did break out from prison, but she thinks that's is behind me. She loves to dance, and she is kind of a drifter, but she thinks of herself as more of an adventurer. Oh yeah, and outfit for what she's wearing. It's generally black and red, but then she's got like a purple cape. It's all kind of scrappy, like she really needs new clothes, but then she's like, they work for me.
Yeah. I could probably like find something like that, or if you have like any sort of art. I just used like placeholder again for most of your tokens.
Yeah.
Some of you guys tried some stuff.
I do have that picture I made of her, which is probably
Feel free to send that to me when you get a chance, I guess.
Got you.
Gris, you're sort of like wandering through town as an adventurer yourself. You've actually been here for like in this region specifically for a bit now, sort of like drifting from town to town, helping out people, not like as like a sort of like a paragon of good, but more so like someone needs help. It's a job to do. It's an adventure, and you've been doing that for a bit. You see a fresh new batch of people come in from the shore. These ones, some of them look like adventurers, some of them, again, look like they're just trying to disappear, some of them look like they want nothing, or that they're miserable, but a lot of them have like the adventuring aura about them. And that means of a possible manpower, or depending on how utilitarian you are, a possible meat shield. But
regular shield.
Yeah, possibly a metal one, given the mechanical aspect of the other half of the party.
Metal meat.
As a lot of them come in, those who are not distracted by the wares of the stalls, I also just like being heard at almost like the main inn and tavern of the city, known as Ye Old Looker.
Ye Old Looker?
Yeah.
Is it spelled like I think it is?
Yes. Why?
Hmm?
It's so
Just,
funny.
I don't know.
Something funny? Something funny, man?
Problem?
Tell us a
Like
joke.
Campaign?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Tell
I
us,
can tell you
tell
a
us,
joke.
tell us a joke about
Okay,
fun.
so there was a man
funny-
driving down a road in Europe, and his
Yeah.
car breaks down in front of a monastery.
Okay.
Then, I'm not doing this.
No, I want you to do it. I'm willing
You
to.
want me to do it?
Don't.
Yeah. Fucking do it,
Don't
Cal.
take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Anyways,
Yeah, you all are being sort of crowded in. Unless there's anything else you all want to specifically look for. You did just come off of a boat ride. Possibly seasick, possibly tired, possibly hungry. It depends.
I'm immediately looking for some sort of sign that would point me to a big quest of some sort.
Get your quests here.
Quest looking.
I'm on my journey to
Jim's
becoming an
discount
adult,
quests.
and I'm
Yeah.
not allowed back in my village until I've done something huge, and I don't know what.
Right. So there's like you're not the only one here. You're like there's like some other Starday adventures. There's like a half elf that's just like got like standard like very much standard adventuring gear, a buckler and sword at her side, and like very like traditional armor. And she's got like she's not built for this weather, obviously, so she's sweating buckets. But she's like, excuse me, sir. Where's the nearest adventuring quest board? And like she's just being completely ignored until one point some guy's just like, just go to the tavern. There's someone you can probably ask if someone needs help or something. They might
I'm
need.
not gonna interact with that half elf or whatever, but I'm gonna follow them to the tavern. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know where it is either.
Yeah. And so you're set on your streets as this like naive half elf is like sort of just like asking for directions to the main tavern. And they're working up quite a sweat. They're not built for this kind of environment, and like the pep in their step is slowly. I don't know. I'm assuming Noda is like full of energy, so she's fine. But this half
She
elf.
had a nice swim before this, so she's
Yeah,
nice and cool right
she's
now.
refreshed. This half elf is just like enters a tavern and just like almost collapses into a seat and just like takes everything off and just like face down on the table, just like oh.
I'm gonna scamper up to the bar, or you said there was like a quest board or something?
No, the elf was looking for
Oh.
one.
Okay, I'm gonna scamper up to the bar. If there's a bartender there or something.
Yeah, there is
Or
a bar.
barkeep?
There's a barkeep. It is a it's a like early teens human, female. She's called Diana, basically. And she's like
Is
kind
this
of
like the kind of teenager where like if you're a kid and like your babysitter, they seem so much older than they actually are?
yes, absolutely. She's like, how can I help you?
Are there any big dragons here that need to be killed?
Where are your parents, kid?
I'm on my own. I'm here to. I'm not allowed. I need to. I gotta do a
Listen.
big quest. Life-changing journey.
I'm sure you are, sweetheart. But look, it's almost the end of my shift. The owner's gonna be here soon. Just wait for her.
Okay. I'm gonna just clamber up right in front of her, like in the stool.
Is she's like
Her, and just sort of stare at her.
she begins to like gesture over to like there should be like a seat. Oh, okay, that's fine.
And it's like my hands are together, and I'm just sort of sitting there waiting, but I'm just looking at her because I have nothing else
It's
to
sort
do.
of like that kid like where like kids probably think they're being patient, but what they're really doing is like stressing everyone out
I'm
because
like
they're just
tapping
like
my foot. Like,
yeah.
What is what is the door to this inn like? Is it like one of those like saloon swing doors, or is it like a like an actual
It's more so like incredibly the door to this one is actually like an incredibly heavy there's sort of like an entryway that is covered by an incredibly heavy tarp, and then there is like a actual door behind that one.
Okay.
Am I in this?
It is around this time like Nona sort of went around on this exciting journey with this half elf. Around this time, the rest of the people who were being corralled towards this inn would enter as well, and that's when like the lunch rush, the pseudo lunch rush, it's beginning to actually approach evening. begins, and you Noda, like you're watching the assistant worker here just like sort of groan as they see like more and more people come in. She's just like, come on, I had like 20 more minutes. And all these people start sort of coming in, finding seats, some requesting food and drink immediately, others just sort of taking a respite from the weather. As you guys are coming in, there is a bit of like a wind kicking up, almost like a sandstorm about to begin. Gris, since you've actually been in the desert, you know about like when a sandstorm's about to begin, you begin to get the feeling that one might occur soon-ish.
I can smell them coming.
Yeah, you can. Sure. You like those.
Sand grains hit your fucking nostrils.
Yeah.
Sandstorm. Okay.
Upon walking in, and like, I feel like the wind would probably catch under my hat and knock it off, and I would have to chase it for a little bit.
I see this, and I do nothing to help.
Yeah, you see, there's like, yeah, you see a small mouse child like chase after a hat that goes tumbling from the wind, sort of like whenever.
Chase after the hat.
Sure. Go ahead.
No, free hat.
Go ahead. Both of you make a dexterity check for me.
Sorry.
Wait, what are Sam and Paladin doing right now?
That's a good question. What are you guys doing?
I guess we head into the tavern to maybe get our bearings, figure out like directions towards where we need to go.
Sure.
Follow is keeping an eye out for anyone suspicious.
Quick question. I'm looking at the character sheet. So by the abilities, there's 2 numbers. Is one on the right like saving throws, and the left is ability checks?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can also hover over it for a sec, and it'll pop up a little thing telling you what it is.
It sure does. Good to know. I got an 11.
11. So like you try to help, but Penny, you sort of like there's like a shadow looming over you as you're chasing your hat, like just ever so slightly. Gris isn't a towering giant, but compared to Penny, she might as well be. But like it's almost like on instinct, like your fight or flight, you just sort of like scurry faster and like scoop up your hat and turn around and you see a skunk folk that look to be like they were leaning down to help you.
Hey, you got it. Good job. I was gonna get it for you, but
Thank you.
Do it.
But I got it, and it's like completely dusted and full of sand now.
Yeah.
And she just kind of like hug it against her chest because it won't fit in her bag. It's too big. And so she's just gonna be like, well, thank you. Are you from around here?
I'm a bit of around here a lot, you know.
Do you know somewhere where I can get some water? And she's gonna hold out her completely empty canteen.
I assume I do. Do I know like?
Yeah, you could easily request water here at the bar.
You are at a tavern.
You are at a tavern. They do serve water there.
What? Get out of here!
I point up to like the bar and I'm like, you can go ask them for water. I'm sure they'll hook you up.
Noda, you heard Diana being like, please don't talk to me. Please don't need anything. Please don't need anything. Please don't need anything.
And I'm gonna walk up and kind of, as I'm walking over, kind of turn over my hat and dump sand in a trail.
And she's got like a hand to her head. It's like, I have to clean that up.
I kind of like smack it a couple times, and then kind of attempt to stuff it in her bag, but the top like point of it is gonna poke out as she like crams the brim in. And she's gonna walk up to the bar and says, excuse me. Excuse me? Hello, can I...
Hi,
Diana,
yes.
I think I'm trying to get your attention.
I see it. I see it.
This is Diana. I'm gonna point at her.
Hi, Miss Diana.
Hello. Where are your
really
parents?
Nice.
Oh, they're back in Cravendale.
She's like, you're a bit away from home, little one. Do you have a trusted adult or parent with you?
Well, he's not with me right now. and he doesn't like to go out in public, but he's with me. Yeah.
I suppose I can't talk to him right now. Okay. Yeah, sure. She's gonna like reach behind, like go to like sort of like a cask that doesn't look as so like well worn or like soaked, and it's just like gonna load up a pitcher of water and just put it down and be like, just use this, all of you, if you need some.
She puts down a pitcher of water.
Yeah.
You know that
She
one
thinks,
video of
miss.
kids trying to pour his orange bone?
Yeah.
That happens.
I'm gonna try to like catch some with my paws, like cupped under where.
Like it's like a stream. Like
Yeah, it's like splashing, and I'm trying to put that into my water skin.
okay.
I assume I see this happening, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's a little more coordinated. Can
Yeah,
I,
you
Well,
could definitely
that's
come in
amazing.
and help the kids pour like a cup of soda at the drinks table if you wanted, but
Yeah.
like I don't know if you
Yeah.
do want to.
Because I can see that like Diana's probably watching. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, you've been in lucky fortune enough that you've seen Diana around. You usually come in when like the main owners in because they're much more friendly and much more experienced. All you know is that Diana does nothing but complain, and her job is miserable to her.
14-year-olds have a
And these little kids are causing a mess and annoyance.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up behind Penelope and be like, hey, do you want help pouring that? I might be able to do it a little better than you.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Cool.
Terrence is hopping in one of the little puddles from the. He's just splashing around in there.
You see him, he's just like, splish, splash, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Right."
I'm
gonna
gonna fill
hand
up
over
Penny's
the-
canteen. I
Yeah, I'll
assume
hand
I
over the
don't
pitcher.
have to roll for that.
All right, you fill up Penny's canteen and you hand it back to Penny. You handed back a full canteen.
I'm gonna say, oh, thank you, and I'm gonna hand her 2 gold pieces.
So I just want to say, like, this is like the equivalent of a kid handing like a $20 bill for an adult helping them with the drinking fountain. Like this
Penny
is
doesn't know better.
like you help the kid with the drinking fountain, and you was like, oh, my dad gave me this to kiss.
Is this all your? You have more money than this, right?
Oh, do you want more?
No.
Check with your tape.
No.
2 gold.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, oh, okay, and she's gonna put away her coin pouch, and
Here, how about you take this one back? I think one is enough for me.
okay.
You just take. Give me a 10. Give me 10 instead.
10 is fine. 20 is too much.
10 is morally fine. 20 is a bit much.
Oh, okay. And I'm not really good with money stuff yet. I didn't get to that point. Sorry, I didn't really do that well in school for that part.
See, they taught me about money on the streets. So
Your school in the streets?
I mean, no, yes, and no.
Are you gonna teach this child about class disparity? Quick question.
We're not there yet.
All right.
Oh, I found some. I remember I met a friend in the streets once too. Here he is. I'm gonna hold up Bert.
Oh,
There is a decayed rat that just sort of
You have
in
a
the
pet
tavern.
too?
half the face is rotted off, one ear is missing, the rib cage on
There's
one
no
side is
eyes.
exposed, there is no eyes, the tail is all bones.
I'm gonna hold up Terrence like, hey, I have a pet too. Maybe they could be friends.
does it still
I think
stink,
her reaction to
or is
seeing
it like?
Oh yeah, it smells.
It does stink.
formaldehyde and
However, Gris, you are, not to be insulting, but you are used to bad smelling things.
Yeah, so I'm like, no bother.
I don't think he
Alright,
stinks
yeah.
much anymore. And she's gonna kind of like bury his nose into like under his chin, like sniffing, like.
Making
Yeah,
a
he doesn't
huff.
stink as bad as he used to.
No, it's definitely a
Bert is
scent. But...
not having this, by the way.
Did you wash him before?
Well, if I wash him, he kind of falls apart. So
Hmm.
it's better if he like the stink kind of holds him together. You know? I don't know exactly
oh,
how
like
it
stinky
works.
glue.
Diana
like,
is
ooh.
just like holding her nose and just going, "Oh, great, love this." I love my job. I love my work. I love it here.
Love my job.
She's doing her end of shift affirmations. Sam and Paladin, you all were sort of following the group. You were all sort of led to this tavern. Is there anything that you all are doing specifically? How are you handling yourself?
Other than maintaining watch, no. Ty is not. Oh, right. Okay. Sam's gonna go to the bathroom.
Sam has canonically run to the bathroom.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Paladin. Then.
I left it under the couch, so I'm gonna have to do this.
You found the die.
I found it, and then I just left.
Yeah.
What the Neo's die now?
11. You do so. Let me see something real quick. I just /roll and d20. Alright, so you do actually identify a threat. There seems to be a necromancer at the bar accosting the tavern keeper.
I'd say the most threatening thing on me is actually the book on my back. It looks sinister.
Yeah, there's a necromancer with their Necronomicon that just oozes evil energy. Well, like you can sort of like sense good and evil on like a very primitive level. And there is some evil coming from this cute little mouse folk that seems to be pushing their undead familiar upon some of the fellow patrons here.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
is Bert.
This is notably actually not my problem and not Sam's. So I'm just gonna wait for Sam, and then once he gets out, direct him away from this
Are you
character.
looking at me right now, Paladin?
I probably just scanned over.
Yeah, you've probably made eye contact at most at this point.
If you made eye contact with me, Penny would have been like, "Oh, right."
Are you looking
And kind of-
behind you, or?
Well, I was kind of like sitting and looking like 90 degrees at the bar towards Noda to show her my thing.
Yeah, I'm holding Terrence up by his armpit so that he can wave.
What I'm
at
saying is,
Bert.
if we do make contact, Penny would be like, "Oh, right," and put Bert on the counter by himself, and then kind of hop down and walk over to you. So would you say we would make eye contact?
I mean,
I would have very much tried to avoid it, but
Then can I roll for that then to see if
Sure.
you notice?
go ahead. Give me like a basic perception check. See if you notice his noticing.
Perception. That's an 11.
11. It's the same as his. I'll say yeah. You notice his scan. You notice it. He's not like he didn't make like there wasn't like a prolonged stare. He's doing a scan of the room, and he spent like half a second longer looking at you, mostly because of the scene, mess, and noise you're making.
So, yeah, I'm gonna dust off, kind of squeeze out some of the water I spilled on my legs. And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Mister, I've been meaning to bother you," and she's gonna like kind of weave through the extremely crowded tavern.
You see like
Not to get stepped on.
like near the entrance, you see a mouse like look at you, point at you, be like, "Oh, Mister," and then just like plop down and disappear into the crowd of the tavern.
well,
With your perception
running
check, you're
feels
not.
like it'll make the situation worse.
Yeah. In fact, outside actually, an actual sandstorm begins to form. I'd say. A whirling of winds. You see a lot. While you were like doing your scan of the room, you notice like people like closing up windows, closing out hatches. Diana like for a time like just like while she's just like looking absolutely done, she kind of runs over to like some of the open windows and like closes them. There seems to be like a howling wind outside and like the sound of sand grating against walls and wood going on out there. I'd say. So running is also is not only like not the best option, but it's also kind of dangerous now.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna push through the bar, and like, when I make it over to him, she's just gonna like hands on her knees, like breathing, like.
You definitely had to push it through like Black Friday sales almost for you comparatively.
Sorry, I don't mean to bother you, Mister, but your flesh is really interesting. What is this? And she's gonna kind of like knock on it with her hand.
Ting ting ting
I
ting.
don't have a metal in mind. I didn't think that question would come.
It looks. See, I thought it was armor at first when I first saw it on the boat, but it's like really tight against your body, so I think it's your skin.
Quick Google search.
Am I right?
Medieval armor construction.
Medieval armor construction.
Basically, she's just kind of circle
We'll
and
go with
like.
steel. Steel's the heaviest of them.
Sure.
So
it's more like dun
steel.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Ting ting ting.
She's just kind of wandering around your legs, like poking and knocking on different parts of it.
Sam,
understand
you
it.
went to go use the facilities,
Yeah,
and when you
I did.
when you came back, there was like a mouse
Oh,
scurrying
don't
around.
go in there.
What kind of waste does an auto gnome?
I love
It
that.
exploded, like literally bomb
Probably
went
just
off.
reeks of like
Can I
motor
do a
oil in there.
perception check?
Yeah, it
How much I
probably.
can smell the bathroom.
Go ahead, make a perception check.
Man walks
How
out of
smelly
a
is this bathroom?
mechanic shop smell.
Yeah, it probably smells like grease and oil and just like a lot of
Ugh.
a lot of like a lot of machinery
I
sort
got a
of do.
12.
It's like I don't know. It's not. You can't smell that. You can't smell that bad. It smells. It's got this weird sour smell that you're not familiar with.
Ugh. Huh. I'm gonna be playing with Bert and Terrence now.
Sorry
I got
for the
one hand on
intermission
each.
there, pal. That's my bad.
Oh,
Who's this?
are you also made of? Is your skin also metal? And she's gonna poke him in the face.
Well, hello there.
Carefully eyeing the potential threat.
My name is Support Auto Gnome Mark 1. You can call me Sam. Who do I have the pleasure
Oh,
of meeting
Sam,
here?
I get it.
Yes, to answer your question,
think
this
over.
is metal.
Oh, sorry. She's gonna back up, realizing that she just completely went into like, fucking, like poke things mode. Hi, I'm Penelope or Penny. You could call me Penny, probably. That's probably fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you guys. It's just that I've never seen anything alive or dead like you guys.
Well, that makes two of us. I usually don't see mouse folk here in the desert like this. Usually, you guys are much further away from here. You are a long way from home, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm doing an errand for a friend, and we needed. I read somewhere that what we need, and she's just kind of like pull out one of her small like handbooks that she has and scroll through it. It's we don't really know what exactly I'm looking for, but I know that it's probably here, or maybe something that can point me to it is here. So
I'll probably know further.
it's not that even I don't know. I just don't know. I was hoping I'd figure it out when I got here, but I just got really thirsty.
Completely understandable. This place, perfect stop for a weary traveler. Completely understand.
Oh, right, Bert! And she's gonna immediately turn around.
I'm playing
going-
with Bert
I am
and
going
Terry,
to
like,
recoil away from the dead animal.
Yeah, Bert is just sort of like they're sort of just like doing like almost like a beetle like wrestling thing with Terrence, just sort of like playing almost, and then you like perk up and
yeah,
go,
no,
oh
I
Bert.
have like two of them and one in each hand.
Yeah, and you're just like slowly pushing together, like haha, like almost like toys or whatever.
They're kissing.
Yeah, now kiss. But then Bert just like squirms out of Noda's grip and just sort of like scampers over. You see a lot of people like reek up, go like you hear like screeches like ah. That was a big heavy orc guy that made that sound, by the way. And you see upon this small mouse, an even smaller mouse that is falling apart at its seams crawl up onto her shoulder.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you
Whoa.
alone for
Bert
so
is
long.
very
Bert.
actively not going to be allowed near Sam.
I'm gonna I'm darting my eyes back to Pal, back to her.
Oh, I didn't.
Interesting. So you must be a necromancer then.
What's a necromancer?
I'm doing a very slow pan towards Pal now. She doesn't know.
You
Al,
mean this? And she's gonna hold up Bert.
You may have found a kid with nuclear launch codes. How do you handle this?
And
gonna make sure the launch
if
codes
you don't
go
mind
to the
me
person supposed to
asking.
protect. That's
Penny, how long have you had these powers? Because
Oh,
now you say my skin's interesting. I feel that is a conversation topic.
Well, I mean, oh god, I think it was like. Is there a calendar for this world?
There is. It's a 12-month calendar.
Okay, so what would be the equivalent
roughly 30
of-
days.
What month is it, and what would be the equivalent of like a year and a half ago be?
You can just say a year and a half ago. As for the current month, what is? It's like, do I have? Where's the calendar? Fuck.
I got it. So would it be? So it's in like the first page or the second page of the basic
Okay.
info doc.
Yeah, it's the 15th of Theros currently.
Oh, Theros. Okay. So it would have been like Gorzino or something like
Yeah.
that, probably. Okay. Like a year and a half ago, I think it was Gorzino. I had a friend teach me. He taught me how to help people. And she's gonna hold up like Bert.
Your friend must be the salt of the earth, because that technique, it's not known by many people.
It's not that hard. It's kind of simple actually. See, look at this, and then she's gonna pull out her smaller circular notebook, not the really sinister one on her back.
and not the sinister one.
No.
Yeah. This one's got like crayon
my
drawings
hand
in it.
moves
Or
away from my hand moves away from my instrument for a second.
See, I've been practicing some spells. I think they're called spells, right?
Yeah,
Is that
they
right?
sure are.
So like there's this one, and I'm going to cast message on Noda.
I recognize the spell, right?
yes. Yeah, a lot of these are basic cantrips you would definitely recognize as a bard.
Yeah. The way she casts it is she basically takes a small pencil, and there's a gap in it's a small circular notebook, and just kind of finishes the circle on one of them.
Is it like one of those
and a
notebooks you
page-
get at like the book fair that's like a silly shape or something?
Yes, but it's
Okay.
specifically shaped to draw spell circles.
Hmm.
And so she basically just kind of finishes the outer line of one of the spell circles, and it flares up, and then she looks over and whispers something towards Noda.
What do you whisper to Noda?
Aw,
Terrence is really cute.
thank you.
And then she's like, "Did you hear that?" To like turning back to Sam.
I did not.
See, that's a thing where I can kind of like tell people things from a distance. It's one of my favorite ones. I like messing with people with it.
That was a lie. Terrence is not cute.
Oh, Now
and then
that-
there's what spells do I have that aren't actively threatened?
threatening.
Or like
Yeah.
this one. This one helps me keep me safe. And then she's going to flip pages through and then cast mage armor on herself.
Interesting.
How does that manifest?
So basically, she finds another thing, and then she kind of like fills in the center of the circle. And as it fills in, there's like this kind of glimmering light that kind of fills in over her, starting from her feet. And when she finishes it, it just kind of like shimmers and then dissipates. And she's like, "See, check this!" And then she's gonna kind of like try to slap herself, and it's gonna get stopped early.
Very interesting. I'm like slowly like pulling up a seat.
At this point, Pal is realizing that it's not just a child.
it was like you thought like somebody gave like a child like a really dangerous pet, almost like you saw like a child with like a really big dog that could have been used to attack, but then it's like, oh no, this child is like somehow trained in dangerous arts of magic or whatnot.
Right.
It's like looking at a baby cultist or something.
Yeah, basically.
But I've only been practicing for a little while. I had a good teacher, so and he says I was really pretty good at to start. But I've been having some trouble recently, and I can't really. I've been trying to get a couple of these spells to work, but I can't figure it out.
Very interesting. Well, you are quite the interesting character, I must say. The rest of you, I don't think we've been acquainted. You already know my name. Would
Are
you
we
mind
sitting
sharing
together?
yours?
I thought we were
Are
sitting
you
Uh,
there on the other side of
They're
the
like
room?
a bit of a ways
they're
away.
away?
They're
okay,
they're a
never
bit
mind,
they're a bit of a
stop.
ways away. You did see.
I was under the impression they were all like around a circle.
No,
The crowd to get
there
We were
was
at the bar.
you did see Penelope
Okay.
sort of like send a message to an otter folk at the bar, and there is a rather patient and like kind of like calm looking skunk folk who seems to be
We're playing
mildly
patty
clean.
cake right now.
Yeah, that was like seemed to be like cleaning up after her messes, and then after Bert ran off, is just kind of trying to entertain, I guess, the otter folk.
This is it. Shit. Okay, scrap that interruption. Do over.
Do vote. Do over. You get a mulligan. You get a mulligan. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. It's
I
fine.
didn't say anything.
Hal's gonna.
Oh,
I know you can't.
I guess
do it
I guess I
subtly.
could
I'm gonna
ask
cast
you
guidance
guys.
on Sam.
Okay.
I guess I could ask you guys, and she's gonna pull out a small square notebook that she keeps notes in. She has a lot of books on her. In fact, if you were to gleam into her bag, like a large majority of it is these tiny books. And she is gonna pull out a small small notebook, and she's gonna be kind of flip through it. It's like, do you guys know what a phylactery is?
What's a phylactery?
Oh.
I don't think I know.
Make an Arcana check, both of you, at disadvantage.
So I do know, but I have to,
your character.
Yeah, but my character.
Player
might
knowledge.
not.
Go ahead and make
Yeah.
Arcana check at
I
disadvantage.
understand
Yeah,
what Cam was
negative
meaning
one.
when he was doing role playing this year
Oh
now.
no. 13 to 19 negative. Oh wait.
Okay.
Is this disadvantage?
Wait.
Disadvantage.
Wait, did you say at
Okay, well,
Did I
disadvantage?
thought it
just
was
Yes.
mispronounce it?
We're not with them right now.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Alright,
Good.
so
You and Chris are at the bar, so we
I don't
don't.
assume a 7 will cut it.
It will not, unfortunately.
No, I
Did
don't
both my good
think
rolls.
I am. And I turn
Oh,
over
we're
to
not
Hal.
with them.
One. It's not
Daddy.
a 12. It's 8. Hold on. I know there's
Wait.
code for doing.
No, it's a 12. You rolled a 10 and a 6.
Yeah, but I thought you said disadvantage.
There's two
Oh, you-
d6 here. Two d20s, I mean.
Yeah,
oh
but
wait,
you
yeah,
did something
disadvantage.
else.
You rolled at advantage. It's an 8. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. I put the wrong code in.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
An
going to
8.
put a lot of rolls through this in it for the next few moments, trying to.
Yeah,
Find that out.
go ahead and roll it. I don't mind. Just like you guys are just RPing right now, so just
That's not a roll.
no. You just spoke.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly what I'm looking for, but I need to help my friend, and that was one of the things that sounded like is kind of what we needed. It was the only lead we really had, so I was just kind of thinking that maybe you guys seem trustworthy, so I could ask you about it. And then she's gonna take a giant chug from her canteen.
The child has finally stopped talking. It seemed like she was running out of breath near the end there. She stopped talking to chug take a massive gulp of water. Penny, your canteen is half empty when you're done drinking.
Okay. Then so do you know where I could find one?
Off the top of my head, I can't say that I have, but we're
Yeah,
in the
it was-
vicinity. Our destination's already in the vicinity. We'd love to share a helping hand towards
But
you.
both of your failures, you're this might just be a kid thing. That might
I'd
not
love
even
to
be
help.
real. It's yes, we'll help you find your phylactery.
Phylactery.
We will help,
Your
of course.
necromancer phylactery.
Yeah,
Wait, don't
absolutely.
You have to be level. Wait, hold on.
It's like a
Oh my.
6th or 7th level spell, I think.
Yeah, you have to go crazy with it.
Yeah. If you want to make
And
your
die.
own, but if you want to find someone else's, well, you just got to go find an
Oh.
Acropolis.
I'm gonna put a little note here. I think Cam's already done this intentionally, but I
Hey.
think I know what your mentor. I'm piecing it together. What's happening here? With the whole blood of an innocent plus poison equal phylactery sort of business.
Sure, whatever. Sure. Put your tinfoil hat on. Go ahead.
Yeah,
See what happens.
Conspiracy
Not
theorists,
only
get
is a
out of
nice
here.
man, fuck you.
Pal, as like the sandstorm outside has gone much worse. Wind's howling now. But continue. Whatever it was that you were trying to say, Sam.
I might have lost my place in the conversation.
That's perfectly fine.
I asked about a Phylactery and said, like, hey, do you know where I could find one? You said, yep, I don't, but we could help you.
We're already in the vicinity, and we'd love to help you.
It's like, okay, that's fine. And as the kind of sandstorm kicks up, she just kind of like folds her ears on themselves, like, it's a little loud over here. Can we go back by the bar? Like, doing the universal kid is being overwhelmed by noise, hands on ears.
Overstimulated kids.
I know this like out of context, but I think I would roll just an insight check on this, just to.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, if he looks at me, I'll do the insight check.
Yeah, just sort of like
look between both of you.
Or the...
Yeah. Say, it's like, can we go over here to this location I specify? And like Sam and Pal give each other like a look, like, go ahead and give it an insight check.
13.
Insight. 9.
9.
Rolling well.
No, sir. Sam, this is just an overwhelmed kid. Pal, you don't know what kind of lies this twisted necromancer is trying to spin. But you gotta keep an eye on her.
Well, by all means, lead the way.
Okay. And she's gonna hop down.
She will lead you back to the bar. Penny, it's much easier going through the crowd this time, as you are sort of flanked by a stout but sturdy robot and a massive Warforged. So people make a path for you now. It's like, and I don't know if you're aware of it, how aware of your surroundings you are, but it's just surprisingly easier this going back than it was getting there.
Well, she's leading the way, so she doesn't see them behind them.
Yeah.
She just thinks people are partying in front of her now.
Yeah,
It's much easier.
You see, like, some people, like, a lot of people seem to, like, see Sam and they're like, oh, like, it's a cute little automaton or whatever, because he's still, like, gnome-sized. But then they see Pal and they're like, they avert their gaze. It's like, just shying out of the way. He's not the friendliest looking Warforged. But you all get back to the bar without any issue. Noda, Penny has returned with Bert, priority number 1, but also with 2 shiny friends.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna walk up to them and poke them. You don't look human.
Sam, you've been poked in the face
You
once
look
more.
I am whispering to Pal at this point.
That'll
Is
be
this
an
like
I'm
insight
just
check
like-
on the
Yeah, I'm just like, so shiny.
I'm gonna walk up
Is
to them
this
because
a
now I see
custom?
2 children with 2 robots.
like I say under my breath?
Yeah,
to Pal.
the children that you interacted with earlier, Gris, are now interfacing with 2 constructs, one of which looks vaguely threatening.
I am trying to assess the safety of the otter that is...
But yeah, Sam has once again been jabbed in the face with a furry finger. Yeah, that's what seems to be
I don't
happening.
think Noda has ever seen a construct before, so she doesn't really know what these are.
You come from like a barbarian tribe, so I assume not. You haven't seen one like explicitly, but you've like heard talk of them being in Tenon for a while. You've heard people talk about constructs and what they can do, how they've dealt with. And some of them, it's the context for some for you, Gris, since you're from Tenon, would be like some people talk about constructs like war machines. Others talk about them like useful tools.
Okay.
I'll be like, whoa, what's this?
So from your perspective, Noda is poking a meat grinder, I guess.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not gonna say that's incorrect.
Sure.
Yeah, watch your fingers there.
The words do hurt.
How come?
And
I'm just like sort of like trying to like climb on top to like get access to Pal.
I did not expect how common is the answer, and I'm trying to think of like a response to
And
that.
who might you be?
Oh my god, it talks!
Me?
Well,
Gris has been talking to you for a while.
it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Support Automaton Mark 1. You can call me Sam. It's a pleasure to meet you.
That's
And
a
your
really
name
long
is?
name. You can call me Gris, or Gris the Grey is cool too, but
And I just sort of like gestured. and your name?
Oh,
Uh,
me! I'm Noda.
Oh,
my God, I just
it's
got
a
the
pleasure
pun in
to
your
meet you.
name. I'm
Noda.
gonna slap you, Lucy.
What are you talking about?
I just understood the pun in your
Don't
name.
What are you
worry
talking
about
about?
What pun?
I hover over a token. It just says
that
it just
look.
says Noda. It just says Noda whenever I hover over her name. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Noda. This is Terry, or this is Rancy. I'm gonna hold up.
Rancy? Oh,
Short
you're
for
adorable.
Terrence.
It's the same amount of
What do you
syllables, though.
I'm gonna pet Rancy just directly on the fucking head.
Just kind of squishes.
Squish that cat.
Squish.
Wish that cat.
Hey, what are you doing to him? Stop it! I gotta pull
Wait,
him back.
Does he not like pets?
You just squashed him against the table.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna do a little lighter.
There you go. Terrence likes it.
So, what are you doing here, Chris and Noda?
I'm here to slay a dragon or something like that.
Oh!
Whoa, I'm not even gonna say that because it's not as cool as that.
Yeah, I'm like standing on top of Sam now with my hands on my hips. I'm like proudly saying like I'm gonna kill a dragon. And
Hal, with your passive perception, you can see onlookers in the bar just sort of all roll their eyes. Makes it seem like this otterfolk possibly not a threat, more like a joke.
Yeah.
You know what? I like your vibe.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you,
Noda.
Noda.
thank you. Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you too.
Oh, Gris helped me
I
out
guess I
earlier as
should-
well.
Now realizing this is probably like a person I should probably get down, so I'm scampering back down, and
This is
I'm
a
trying
person
really
now
hard to not
realizing.
just fall off. How tall is Sam?
Like, how tall's a gnome? Like 3 or 4 feet?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
close to
scamper
twice your height, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to carefully either climb back into the chair or make it to the ground without just falling.
Yeah, while that's happening, I'm just gonna kind of look over towards Gris and be like, so do you know when the sandstorm's gonna stop? It's kind of loud.
Do I know like anything about how long they last, or is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess we all.
How long it
I feel
lasts? It obviously can vary. I would say that
I feel
there.
like I would be able to know the signs. Just
Yeah, you would be able to tell signs. It doesn't seem like it's letting up anytime soon. And you are aware that like most people treat them very seriously as it's dangerous to be caught in one.
yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, there are some people that enter through like occasionally being like caught in the sandstorm. Some people like hurrying in to like get out of that mess before it gets started. Hal, with your passive perception and your intentional sweep of the area, you're able to like count them as they all come in. But it's not until much later into like this conversation that like 3 like haggard-looking dwarven fellows that are like absolutely coated in sand are just like gasping for breath, like they ran a marathon here. And they're just like, they look to the bartenders like, Diana, where's your boss? Where's your boss? And Diana's just like sweeping up, like they don't have to like. Diana's not behind the bar at this point. She's like sort of sweeping up all the sand that people are dragging in, coming in through the storm. She's like, she hasn't come in yet. She might be caught up. She might not be able to make it through the storm, which means I have to work overtime. Hooray! And they're just like, but we lost an entire shipment for the ironworks. She was the one who set us up with that contract. They might have to like divert some resources there, and and she's like, if you want to go out and find her in this town, you're free to. It's just head on right back out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, I guess. They just like looked. One like kind of tugs on their sleeve, and they're just like, just let it go, man. Just come on. And they're just like, but, and just like met with the full-on apathy of a teenager. They end up crumbling and go to the sort of depressingly like sit on like a table by themselves. I don't know if the children knows this, but Pal definitely did.
Interesting.
Okay. Not gonna, again, we're gonna go by the not my problem policy.
Yeah.
Staying out of business that isn't well informed.
It would be as soon as they sit down, the one that kept trying to like talk to Diana, like starts scanning. You see him start scanning the crowd, and there's like like immediately trying to identify for danger. Like, is he planning something? And you see his gaze travel to you specifically. Not you're concerned at first because his gaze is constantly being casted back in your direction. You think like, oh, he might be targeting Sam or something, or maybe like has ill thoughts towards the furry folk. But his eyes keep going back to you. And then you see him like talk to his friends a little bit, and they just like gesture to you over and over again, just come on, and he's like, fine, I'll do it, and like he gets like shoved out of his seat and like sort of stumbles a bit, and then like takes a deep breath and like strides up to you. His stocky frame sort of like creating a trail of sand there, much to the displeasure of the staff here. But he leads it to you and just kind of looks up and goes, are you the sentient type?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Harry, can I insight check this guy?
Absolutely.
I guess
No
I'm peering over at
Yeah,
that.
he's
I'm
sentient.
inside checking this guy too. Like,
Absolutely.
this guy looks a little. Oh shit, 20.
Oh.
Okay. He's extremely nervous. He seems to have been face to face with constructs before that have like absolutely. He's probably had some bad experience with it. You do notice with an insight check, like he is favoring like sort of like shying a part of his body away, and you see that part of it is a prosthetic arm. And based off his cautiousness, he seems to have some foibles with contracts in the past that have resulted in the loss of a limb. So he's just sort of like cautiously approaching you, go, so you seem the most physically capable person out here, and I was wondering if, see, me and my pals, we were transporting some smithing materials to the cast iron cutters here, and our shipment got lost about an hour's worth of travel out of town, and we were wondering if you could go pick it up for us, if possible.
Just a
Peer
quick
over.
glance down towards Sam, just to say we're here on other business at the moment.
Maybe I can help. What kind of business are you on?
I'll give a gesture. Let Sam continue the talking. This is not
he'll like you see like the paladin sort of like gesture as if like to present Sam almost to this dwarf, who is much
good
more your
man.
size. Yeah.
This
Cool.
job you're talking about, we're not exactly, we're not short on time, but it is valuable.
What is your task?
compensation would you have?
I mean, we have I can offer. I'm not very liquid at the moment. I can offer some jewels, and he like opens up like looks to be like a wallet or pouch, and it has like various gems that are very shiny and valuable looking, each worth around like anywhere from 50 to 75 gold.
Do I spy a diamond in there?
Mr. Chromatic
Asking
Orb
for
finds
a
a diamond.
Mr. Chromatic Orb, are you looking for a diamond?
I don't know what you're insinuating. How dare you?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, realizing that these two have completely turned from our conversation to someone else, I think I'm going to turn my attention to that and start paying more attention to their conversation.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a
though.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see that purposely put under the layer of gems, but like as like he opens it and just so like rustles it to make sure like like, oh, it's not just like a thin layer of gems. It's filled with like small gems worth like 30 to 50 to 75 gold pieces. He's like, I can offer a gem for going out to get grab a cart for us. And you do see underneath it all a diamond that'd be worth around 40 gold. It seems to be like pushed underneath the layers of gems as if it's trying to hide it. but it is there.
I need a 50 gold diamond.
Okay, then retcon. It's a 50 gold diamond.
Retcon, it's a 50 gold diamond. Incredible.
It's 10 short.
It just bulges out in size.
Yeah.
I would be willing to help if I could have that, and I'm gonna kind of point at the diamond.
And you see him like turn to like he did not consider you, Gris, or Noda as part of the crew. He was like more so addressing the robot because no offense to y'all, but you are, I think the description I gave was the description I gave was like baby Looney Tunes is kind of what your party is, plus Paladin.
Wait, as petty points, do any of the gems stand out to me as like just particularly shiny or anything that I would want?
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna also walk up.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
14. There is an incredibly like not only shiny, but it's like more intensely colored than the others. It's the most like vibrant, saturated color of them all.
Scallop shaped.
I
have a natural draw.
It is sort of scallop shaped. It is also the least valuable gem out of them all. It's a 35 gold gem, but it is the most pretty looking one. It's the best shaped one in your eyes.
Yeah, I'll also like walk uncomfortably. I'll help too.
Gris, the only one that's like actually has a silhouette in which if they offered assistance might actually inspire confidence. If you wish to make a perception check to see if there's anything of value in his gem pouch, you may go ahead and do so.
Perception is 10.
10. It seems to be pretty box standard. You think like if you could choose one to choose like a specific gem at the time of payment, you might be able to find one that's like worth more than 50 gold, maybe like a 75 or 80 gold gem in there. Can't tell for certain though.
I'll help too. I don't have anyone here, and I feel pretty bad if something happened to one of these.
So the dwarf actually responds positively to Gris because Gris is notably not a child, as opposed to the two children that are just like, yeah, it's like it's like someone came and is like, my truck is in a ditch, can you please help me? And children are like, I'll help you. It's like, I appreciate the intent, but also, you know. But yeah, he'll be like, really, you I didn't think you were with them, and like he points up to like Paladin.
I'm gonna speak up. They're not.
We're best friends.
He's like looking. He's looking back and forth between like two different opinions. Like,
I just don't want something to happen to the kids. That's why I'm here.
I'm not a kid.
I can
I'm
protect
8
myself.
years old.
Well, I just want to make sure.
He's like, that's a good point. He turns to you, children. This is a rather strenuous task, and it's also not very safe.
And I stamp my foot on the ground.
He's like, he gives like placating like hand motions, like hands up, just like, okay. But how much time have you spent in the desert now? Huh?
At least.
I'm gonna count on my head.
How long have we? I'm looking over at Diana. How long has it been since I walked in?
Diana's like dead look in her eyes. She's like, I've worked 3 hours overtime.
3 hours? Maybe even 4. I have to walk over here.
He's like, now, this is something that's for people who have spent a good couple of days in the desert. And
why are you talking to me differently than you talk to them?
I'm trying to be
mister.
I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, young ladies.
You're doing a bad job of it.
Can I check to see if they're being condescending?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
The contrast of this child not knowing time,
16.
but knowing to check if they're being spoken down to.
Some kids know. Some kids know, man.
Hey,
Have you ever tried to talk down to a child and then immediately be like, you know, I'm like this old, right?
Yeah, I rolled this. I got 16 insight.
Alright.
Because nobody at my village talked to me like this, and I noticed the change in tone.
Yeah, you're able to tell like this guy is. very clearly he's treating you almost like your tribe has dealt with like animals before. There's a little bit of animal husbandry, and he's almost treating you like some of the tribe members have treated like baby animals. Very coddling almost.
Can we get this guy's name, by the way?
Yeah. What's your name?
Not.
Who are you?
He's like, I'm Trev. Me and my brothers run a sort of delivery service, and we were making a delivery for the cast iron cutters here.
What's the spelling on that?
Yeah. Wait. How do you spell that?
What, Trev?
Yeah.
Trev?
Yeah,
Like
Trev.
Okay. I
don't know why Sam said that, but Sam says Trev.
I heard like stuff or something.
What?
Okay.
Sam said it.
Trev, okay.
What the?
Sam, you spell it out for them. Trev.
How did you know?
Okay. And is his brother's there too, right? I'm gonna point at him. What's your name?
His brothers are like trying to pretend like they're not associated with them because they like were like let's give up, whatever. And he was the one insistent about it, but he's like, they're being
much pointing in their face. And
yeah, he's like,
he's like,
that's Triv and that's Trav.
You got
Your parents hated you.
You said Triv and Trav?
Yes.
I think those are really nice names.
Trev.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah. Shut up.
Shut
up. Shut up. These dwarves, by the way, like they're not like young like you. They're like grizzled, like middle-aged to old dwarves. They're like.
Well, I'm not much for physical stuff, but I can help with magic stuff if I go along. As long as I can get that and point the diamond again.
He's like
I'm
noticing
super
me that.
strong. I come from the Bear Clan.
Where's the
right.
bear?
And the drink.
You're from the brink? And I'm just gonna stare at her.
Yeah. In the mountains. I'm a big strong bear.
That's cool.
Thank you. I know. Nota's really self-assured.
Now that the children are back talking, Trev would turn back to Sam. Was like, I can offer that as payment. If there's any other way that I can assist you in your task, you said your time's a bit slim right now. What are you trying to do here?
It's certainly not infinite. I don't want to be.
Do it, Sam. Please, it'll be fast.
And you said you would help me.
Sam.
Oh.
Pal, and I'm gonna start tugging on Pal's, or like banging on his like body. Like
I like to imagine that as like an autognome. Sam's much more emotive, and Pal is just like face is like constructed in a way where it is completely stoic all the time. So it's like it's a permanent like robotic scowl, whereas like Sam's like face was like built to express emotion in some way.
I'm making against Pal's knee. I'm like, please, it'll be super quick.
It will help me so much, Sam. You said you would help me. You said
Look
you
how
would do
pretty that
it.
rock is. I want it. Please.
Our time certainly isn't infinite. Can you give a estimated time it would take for us to accomplish this?
It's not big. It's just an hour out of town. Just grab the cart and bring it back. Bring it with its supplies back.
Sounds fairly painless for the reward we're given.
It's as soon as you hear that, like the winds start howling incredibly louder outside in the sandstorm. And you see Trev like wince a little bit. He's like, yeah, that's why I do not want little ones who could be picked up by the wind. He's looking purposefully at you, Penny, to go out there.
The wind can pick people up? I didn't think it had hands.
That's crazy.
You see him squint at you as if you're like he's trying to determine whether or not you're doing like a clever joke or not. It's like,
She's just looking at her fingers.
The most genuine. I guess that's what deserts are like.
Yeah.
Not all deserts, but this one for sure. Plus, I don't want anyone physically incapable to be swept up in a calamity or nothing.
Wait, well, on that note,
I'm very
I think you have your
physically
answer.
capable.
Trying to speed it up, yeah.
yeah,
What's a
we'd be more than happy to help you,
What's a calamity?
assuming you stay true to your
Something
bargain.
with clams, I think.
Oh,
Pal's
What's
gonna
a clam?
ask-
Oh, yeah,
I
I've
think.
heard of that before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gris, you actually know about calamities. They are specific magical disasters that happen during sandstorms in Zeben, actually.
It's magical
Oh.
clams. That's what it is.
No, no, it is not magical. Could it be? What if the disaster is clams? Could it be magical clams?
You haven't
I'm
gotten
pretty
a,
sure it's
yeah,
magical clams.
you haven't gotten like a specific
Calamity?
like there's not many specific experiences people have had with these. Most people only see the aftermath, and it's usually a lot of glass. But other than that, most people don't like experience a calamity and survive.
Yeah, you guys don't want to
It's way
see.
been through
You don't
worse.
wanna
Don't blink it.
Have you
have I what?
been through worse than a calamity?
Well, she's just gonna sit and think for a moment.
Have you actually?
Well, there was this one time that I tripped and I almost like broke my ankle.
All right. Do we?
It would be a long walk back
What are the
home.
details of what you're looking for?
So there is a sled. The links just pulling them got detached on the way, and it should be a sled loaded up with mostly ingots. There should be a few of all like traveling supplies, but those are probably torn off because they're usually not firmly attached like our cargo is.
Anything specific on the cart that wouldn't be in the area? I'd be able to locate it using one of my.
He looks out in the direction of the exit and like hears a sandstorm warning. He's like, nothing that hasn't been torn off, but it probably only got blown off the trail. It's mostly the reason we got separated is that we all got blown off the cart, and then our links' reins got snapped and they ran off. I don't know where they are. And we just need that cart full of supplies back mostly.
Okay. Can you
Please.
show me a similar cart?
He's like he'll pull out like a napkin and just like sort of like a piece of charcoal and just sort of like draw like right into it, like draw like an example of the cart of what it looks like. And while he's doing that, Diana was just like, yeah, go ahead, dirty it, napkin. I don't care anymore.
Where's the napkin?
That won't come out easily. I'm assuming you're
I
playing.
find this sufficient for locate object. Once I get out of town, and
Let me make a
I assume I
performance
know
check.
my own limits of what.
I'm going to make a performance check with this guy. See what he.
Okay. Yeah.
See how he draws.
If there's any doubt, then I'm just gonna see if he can point me to an actual physical cart. Like, I assume there's something in town where I can go and see one.
Normally there would be. However, everyone's brought everything in and locked it up tight for the sandstorm.
Fair enough.
You can try wandering the town and like find someone, and be like, "Hey, where's the?"
Would you be able to cast it on the specific metals, as long as you know what type of metal it is?
Yeah, I mean, it would also detect things, but after I get farther out, that would also work. Can I ask what type of ingots are on the cart? What are we?
Well, we're delivering to the cast iron cutters. We were delivering cast iron ingots, actually. And you'll.
Wait.
Yeah, the cast iron cutters. They're the people who the main smithies of this town. It's mostly what they're good
Standard
for.
ingots? What are the size?
Yeah, standard
just
ingots
trying
about
to get
like
him to give
yeah.
me
He gives you like
any
he like gives like a box. He like maps out like a box in his hands, like about this big. He's like he goes, oh, Trav, do you have a sample of them? You kept one in your bag, right? And Trav will be like, are you actually sending them out there? Trev, it's suicide out there. They're gonna get ripped apart. And he's like, no, look at him. He points to Pal. He's like, that man's a tank.
I'm standing right in front
well,
of him,
that's Hal.
so I think you're pointing at me. And I'm
Yeah,
like, really
yeah. He's
proudly
clearly
puffing my
pointing
chest
above Noda, but like Noda, you're like striking like a hero pose, like.
out. Yeah.
He's like, he pulls out like his bag that's like, he has to like empty out a bunch of sand to it, much to the chagrin again of the staff there, and pulls out like an actual ingot.
Okay.
This
There we
stuff,
go.
yeah, this stuff is heavy, and they are asking you to transport it back without any like beasts of burden pulling the cards. So it'll be one of you, somebody. I don't know who in this party will be able to perform the physical labor to pull a card.
It's a
Full of metal
mystery.
ingots,
So
but
that's why we need Penny.
yeah, that's why we need Penny to pull the cart. But he's like, I can think of some other way to pay you if a gem's not enough, if you want.
Well, I really just want the diamond.
I just want that one.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Well, actually, children, probably not you. I was talking. Okay, he like turns back. He turns back to like to Sam. Is like, you don't have to go with your bodyguard if you don't want to, but regardless, if he performs this favor for us, I'd be more than willing to offer any assistance I can.
Oh, trust me, we're
Sam
inseparable.
goes where I go. I'm not
He
leaving
goes-
Sam to
Physically,
care of
we're
people in the
inseparable. Holds up
tavern.
handcuffed
I
hands.
Fucking refuse.
All right then. He got like hands up, like back away, like not touching that. Fine, that's fine. You seem not to be assuming anything, but you seem kind of sturdy yourself, so you should be fine out there with that. Winds continue to howl outside the tavern. And then he'll turn to Grace, is like, if you're actually offering, you seem familiar with this area. It'd be nice for them to have someone who knows something about the desert to help them out. So
Yeah, I don't think I could sit with myself if I let those two go
Well,
without me.
he's like, don't you worry, I'll make sure that they don't go. There's a pause, a stagnant like silence in the air, and he's like, they're gonna go, aren't they?
I don't know if you could.
Almost.
I'm already excitedly coming up with the plan with Penny.
These are
We're
the
not
most
listening at all.
energetic children I've ever seen. I don't know if
There have not been children in
children you've ever seen.
these deserts like
exactly.
in decades. What what on earth are they doing here?
Wait, then how do you guys, repopulate?
Most. First of all, young lady, who taught you that?
Oh, my teacher, Vanali.
You don't need to have a stern talking to your teacher.
Well, he doesn't like talking to other people.
Yeah, imagine if he's teaching kids repopulation tactics. But for your information, young lady, people usually come here. Most people aren't born here. They show up.
Oh, like us?
Yes, though not exactly like you.
They must have walked.
Yeah. I was gonna.
Well,
No,
life's
no,
not for
I meant
everyone, you know?
okay. Well,
I walked. I point out.
you guys are. It's like
must have walked.
it is like if you've ever seen like kids absolutely stump like a wizened, experienced adult.
Yeah.
Like it's basically what's happening here. Is like these are grizzled, experienced like dwarf smithies, and these kids are completely like running him through a loop. He cannot comprehend them. They're too smart. He's like, I guess this is a bit more pressure for you than keeping those two alive. I can offer you a second gem if you want, for babies, just for peace of mind for myself. He's like, for babysitting those two.
Sounds good to me.
Look back over to Pal. Give him a wink.
I'm gonna lean down a bit. We cannot take children into a sandstorm.
I'm not a child. Did I hear that?
You have a pretty high perception, probably.
Yeah, I think with your passive perception, I'll give it.
I'm not a child. That's a really angry stomp.
I mean, I showed you guys already. I can protect
I'm
myself.
big and strong. I'm a bear.
I'm not answering
Sounds too
them.
bear-
Yeah, no, like the adults in the room, including the dwarf, like they all make eye contact and are like, "We're not dealing with this, right? We're not dealing with
You
this.
they put out a landmine and everyone stepped around it.
Everyone,
Keep Sam separately aside. Pal is very not okay with the idea of being responsible for the death of 2 kids because he let them go into a sandstorm.
Well, what can we do to make you, to prove to you that we can handle ourselves?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Sam is fucking terrified of Penny and like her, like the extent of like not like terrified, but like very on guard about like the extent of her power.
right.
So he's like, worst case scenario, a potential threat bites it. Best case scenario, we all get paid and someone owes us a favor. Is what
Yeah.
we're telegraphing to like.
Yeah. Sure.
If I get any hint that Sam's okay with it, then that's the case. That's where I can.
All right.
But
It's like fine. If Sam's okay with like risking the lives of children, it's like, well, I guess Pal is as well. Very impressionable friends you got there.
this morally doesn't sit well with Pal, but it's not my job to be morally okay with everything.
You have very clear directions. It'll be like, so, will you do it then? He's looking specifically at the not children, not the children.
I don't see the harm.
Because it seems like we're waiting.
Like the same gesture that it's up to Sam, just making it very clear.
Right.
This is...
He's mostly looking at Sam. Gris, he's already offered 2 expensive-ish gems too. But the main cog in his plan, it does rely on Pal, who has indicated that Sam is the one that decides it. So just kind of looking. So will you do it?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you gotta head out of town. Head west about hour. Try to follow the trail as best you can. The cart's a little bit heavy, so it shouldn't have been swept too far off. It'd be wonderful. You're doing me a wonderful service here. He'll give you. He's giving you like basic directions of where to head out of town, where to go. Any preparations you guys want to do before you head out into a sandstorm? I guess.
Yes, I'm
bundling. Like I'm
gonna. Can we?
I'm giga bundling. Like my character doesn't show it now, but I am wearing like not just like my attire. I'm also wearing like.
Yeah.
I can actually send a screenshot of what I'm working on right now because
Right.
I've been drawing this entire time.
Sure.
There's
we
not
know
a hood
how-
on it, but there's not a hood like drawn on it, but there is a hood, like a big bulky hood.
Yeah, I'm
Do
going
we know
to-
how far away this is, like in terms of like time? Like
Yeah,
how
he
long-
said roughly an hour out of town.
Okay,
So it's
so
roughly it would be a 2-hour trip there and back.
so it's like a 2 wild shape sort of situation.
It could be, yeah.
Yo,
Cool.
so good.
So long as you don't want to cast any spells.
Hey yo,
Hey yo.
hey yo,
Yo,
that's a man.
That's a man.
This is a man.
What is a man?
what
A
is
miserable
a man?
little pile of metal, but enough talk.
All right.
I'm gonna like kind of take my cowl and just kind of wrap it and tie it tighter around my nose and mouth to try and keep sand from getting in it, and then pull like the brim of my hat tight, so I can kind of barely see where I'm going, but it helps protect like my eyes and shit.
I'm gonna tighten my cloak around me and then sort of buckle Terrence into his little. There's a little pocket for him in there, and he's got a little seatbelt, and he's tucked it in.
Sure.
Put the seatbelt on the frog.
I'm gonna have my cloak wrapped around like my.
Sorry, you cut out there.
I was gonna have my cloak, like
All right.
cloak, like around my head, and I imagined everything under that was like long sleeve anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Pal, any preparations for the sandstorm, or you're just a tough guy?
If I feel like I'll be fine out there, then I mean, I guess. How does it look bad enough that I'd feel threatened being literally made of metal?
I mean, it doesn't you can't really get like a good gauge without getting a face full of it. But based off the winds, it's like it's going to be extremely difficult. It's going to be extremely difficult in volatile environment, but it doesn't feel like it's going to tear your metal off your face. Type of intense.
Difficulty's fine.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me, honestly. Like,
that was kind of like
button down
expected.
anything
Yeah.
fabric-wise,
Actually,
but that's-
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast 8 on myself and Pal, and I'm just gonna roll a D4 for you guys because it could be any one of you.
Me.
D4.
I'll be honest. Would you give it to Penny if you're
Yeah, which
desperately
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
with her
yeah. You know
dying?
what? Good point. This
Just-
is a
just flip
like,
a coin, then.
5-year-old rabbit full. Yeah, I'll flip a coin.
flip a coin.
All right, even numbers.
Power of God and anime on my side.
Even numbers, it's Penny. Odd numbers, it's Penny. Done.
Oh, I'm getting it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I meant would you?
Huh?
Because you kind of hinted that you'd be okay if she died out there being all suspicious.
Yeah, but I also want to make it clear that that is not my intention.
Okay.
Long game.
Don't bite my fucking foot, dickweed.
Best case scenario, you get.
that,
I'll
Penny?
I'll do what I want. Excuse you, I'll bite what I want.
So I get 5 more HP.
Yes.
Correct.
My health has gone up more than 25%.
I am deeply worried for your character's safety, Cam.
I'm a wizard,
Yeah.
you know how it is.
Yeah, I know
I
how
see.
it is. I'm just
How it's okay, Penny? I'll
from
protect
one
you.
wizard player to another. I
Yeah.
know.
All right. I'm assuming you will all exit the tavern then. As you guys all exit, I'm going to need. Well, I'm gonna need an athletics check from all of you as
Oh,
you
boy.
try to not get like completely like bowling balled by the wind.
Nat 20.
All right.
God.
17.
This is if I
Got a
hit one of my
Where all the
rolls,
beans
Minus
come
one.
in. And 6.
All right.
I'm gonna be working to try and help Sam.
14. Oh, here.
Maybe kind of like
Yeah,
use,
I think with a natural 20,
use Paladin as a
you get to
shield.
assist Sam.
All right, but one more for the boys.
I think he means it's just like.
Oh, as in like.
No, you
Oh,
get
okay.
you get advantage.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll again.
13.
13. All right. Everyone succeeds, and I'm gonna give most of the credit to Pal. I'm just gonna say that visually, what seems to be happening is everyone is basically hiding behind Pal, putting Pal between them and the wind that is buffeting them.
I just want to say the person with the second highest score, Noda's doing surprisingly really well.
Yeah, Noda's will peek her head out and
Well,
sort of
I hope she's a bear.
race ahead. Yeah, she's a bear, right?
Yeah, I'm a bear.
Right.
Happy-
There.
All right.
Just a really small one.
And finally, I will need one of you to lead on a survival check at disadvantage.
I would
to-
also still
I have
like to do
plus. I
that.
have plus.
I'm a
3.
+5.
Okay.
Survival? I'm
plus 7.
I'm +2. Well, +1.
You were
So
+7, Blake?
Val's got plus. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm
All
gonna
right.
say I'm scouting ahead, kind of.
Yeah,
so I'll help
you're
you.
constantly darting out with your athletics check. You're able to stand the winds a little bit, and you try to help. So, go ahead and Pal will make this a straight roll. Then go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Cool. I can get rid of my fancy text that made it.
Ayo.
All right. Yep.
Nice.
24.
All right. Pal, you managed to navigate your way out of town. You guys occasionally moving as a group. You occasionally bump into stalls or into walls. You people you see closed and shuttered windows with light kind of vaguely coming out from the inside. Yeah. I'd say with that roll, you definitely make it out of town without any issues finding your way in the direction of west. And I'd say you're using your meal seeker ability to cast locate object, I believe.
Once I feel like I'm far enough away that I'm not gonna just locate whatever. the
Right.
fucking
you're
one
gonna
is.
cast it, and it's just gonna point to the nearest blacksmith.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Once I feel like I'm
All right.
far enough out, though, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be. What's the range of it again?
That's a good question.
I think
Is
it's
it-
1,000.
Is it 1,000 feet?
Locate object. I believe 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet does sound right.
It's range self, long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you.
Alright.
You can-
Yeah, it'd be like roughly
Knowing
like
that, I'd try and do it once I feel like I'm in.
You
a
also know if
position
it's
roll.
in motion, and if it is in motion, you know the direction it's moving.
what happens if like you're locating like a bunch though with
I don't know.
I think it
'cause
would
it's-
just find
What?
name or an object. You know, it's not familiar to me. Maybe I can't use it.
Well, because you know
Well,
what
you've
the
seen-
Although
right?
the intention of it from the background is to use to find food, which I assume I'm not just finding food. That's familiar to me.
Well, it's locate object. It's more so like
What do
people they
warforged
used
do?
it to locate like
Do you not eat
specific
metal?
trails or like specific creatures, like their droppings or.
I would say, it would, like he said he kept a sample of one of them. I guess the sample of like the bar that he took the sample from
Yeah.
would probably count. I would say because you've seen a piece of it and felt it up close.
All right. So it seems the general ruling is that it points to the closest bunch.
Okay. So yeah. So then it would
Alright. Yeah.
point at their cart or some other poor person who lost their entire cart.
You
of
jump
metal.
over. You're like, we need this.
All right. Let's see here.
Honestly, Procreate's really fun, just out of context.
No, it's considered like one of the best drawing apps like out there.
I am a fan. I am a big fan. This is
And I
Uh,
would recommend.
Way to buy an iPad.
So it's roughly like 30 or like 40 minutes out, pal, that you think like, okay, you've made enough distance out there.
Yeah, maybe if I find a track or something, I don't know. Whatever would indicate to me.
I think with like a 24,
Okay.
he's like, I don't think realistically you'd be able to find any trails out there, especially in a sandstorm.
Right.
But
Maybe like a chunk
If I just
of
to go by
the
intuition,
broken
so be
cart.
it. That's is what it is.
yeah. Let me move you all to this. Let me move to the generic desert trail map, I guess.
Oh,
Hey yo, look at
this
that
is so
sand!
cool.
Ooh.
I like that pile of bones.
That's
Uh,
cool.
if your browser is lagging, some browsers have the option to activate hardware acceleration, which allows you to take more resources if this is lagging for you at all.
It still says game paused at the bottom.
Look
It
at that.
is.
Right?
It is. I can
Leo
unpause it
controls
when you.
that.
Yes, I control that. See, pause, unpause.
I
Basically,
didn't know.
basically, if we start wandering away in an unpaused segment, Leo can pause it and say, "Oh, wonderful consequences."
Yes.
Mm.
You all this is you all traveling. Just like based off random intuition, you're like when you're more than 1,000 feet out from the town, pals, when you activate locate object, and you don't get something for quite some time, and then as you go further and further out, you get a ping in a direction roughly east of your current location.
All right.
And you all are free to move however you please. We're carrying over your survival and athletics checks to handle the sandstorm.
I'll turn.
But your
I need to
visibility
fuck
is
back here.
your visibility is limited.
Wait, what?
I
I mean, you
Everyone
saw a
stays
ping up
close.
ahead, right?
You didn't see anything. It's not.
But did you not say anything? Did you
I was
just?
about to.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I should note that hearing range is limited to like very much so in a sandstorm. Continue.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oops.
You're spinning. Action roll. Action roll.
Whoa, I didn't know you could do a somersault.
Like, how do you do that? How do you turn your character left? And right again?
Press
F.
that.
I got it.
F.
F, that's right.
Tactical roll.
Oh yeah.
So did you
Fancy.
sense anything yet?
The cart's up ahead. Everybody stay close. We're gonna
Okay.
stick together in the sandstorm. Nobody split off.
Did we just?
This is in a this is a stern. I'm in charge right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick directly behind.
I'm like between your legs.
You can.
He's about to like trip over them. You're
I mean, you
currently
can control
leaving
arrow keys.
Sam behind, I believe. He's
Sam.
not moving.
Yes.
Sam.
Coming.
I'm pushing him.
Roll him, because he's got a roly-poly-oly body frame.
We're gonna stay with the path.
I need to.
If I notice anybody falling behind, I'm gonna double back and make sure that they're caught up.
You are approaching it very much so, getting much, much closer. You can tell it's like roughly 100 feet from you, a little bit south, a little bit southeast.
Okay. Oh, pause. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Chris, keep up.
My computer's lagging and it's
Yeah.
not picking up all of my keys.
Hold on. Do you probably need to turn hardware acceleration on then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Take
I
a
was
moment
dealing
to-
with it. How do I?
So
Is that
if
in
you're using
settings
Chrome,
instead? Yep.
go to settings.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Where would this be in Chrome?
Also,
Probably under advanced.
Menu, settings, scroll down to the bottom, advanced,
Oh.
scroll to system section, toggle use hardware acceleration when available.
wait, am I fucking blind? I don't even see it. It doesn't matter. I'm dealing with it.
Okay,
I
it's
don't
under
see it.
system. Oh, hold on. Go to
Wait,
settings.
no, this can be a really quick fix. We should
Yeah.
just-
Okay. I
So
missed
open
when
your
someone said
settings.
system. Yep. Okay.
And it's under system. It just says there's 3 options. One says hardware acceleration available. Make sure it's on.
It is on, so that's great. It's been on the
Uh-oh.
whole time. It's just every time I do D&D not at my house, I really
Oh.
suffer on these laptops.
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
If I turn off the sandstorm effect, it might speed up for you. Let's see. You can still like limit vision, but if I one second. Effect controls. If
I
I
have
clear,
such a good joke when this comes off. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
yeah.
You're not ready
can
for this.
feel
Oh, the
camp
sandstorm is
preferences.
clear. Thank God.
I'm gonna have to activate like every special effect possible until your computer lags, Cam.
Wait, no, we're all
30
collateral.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're all caught in it. I can't believe you can still flip while. At least I can still see you flipping over. Like it's not showing up in the stream view, but. Alright.
Yo, she's
All right.
dancing. You're a
That's-
really good
Everyone
dancer.
keep
Oh, thank you.
That was
I've
a
been
cool
doing it-
handstand.
I
How do you
dance
do
all the
that? Is it
time.
like? Is it
Sam?
like? Oh,
Coming.
See, you just sometimes
He's
I
easily
walk on my hands,
distracted.
Whoa.
You can also use the arrow keys to control Ty if you so desire.
too. Wait,
Oh,
how
that's
else
much
do we
handier.
control?
Arrow keys or click and drag your icon.
Yeah.
Can I see what's
Oh, that sounds
blocking my
worse.
vision?
Yeah, that is
Oh,
a
guys,
giant.
look at
It's a
this.
giant tree. It's a giant dead
Guys,
tree.
look at this skull.
Where do I sense it from here? I don't know if I want to go above or below the tree. Probably below.
Sure. Let me go. You want to go below the tree?
All right, we're going below the tree.
Yes.
I think you
Guys,
can make
look
it
at
to where
this.
it blocks vision, but you can see what it is. I think there's a save
Yeah,
Oh.
probably
How big
somewhere in
is
the
this
settings.
skull?
This is a cool
How
ball.
big is the eye?
Massive.
Can I crawl? I'm gonna go inside of it.
I'm on top of it.
All right.
Just-
Hold on a second. Let's use. Yeah, let's use this.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Don't worry about it.
A saving throw.
Don't worry about it. First, let's make an attack roll against probably Pal. Going in. Let's see. Attack roll. Normal.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait, +2 twice?
Shouldn't be that. It should be a dirty 20. But still, they rolled an 18.
Okay.
And I need a dexterity saving throw from Pal and Sam.
Hey.
how
Alright,
the
Mama
children
needs
dodged
a
this.
new pair of shoes.
By crawling into the skull.
18. All right, that's a pass.
Can I just click?
Yeah, you can just click.
I wanna learn how
Click
to-
on your token and click saving throw. And it should.
Wait, click my token. Click
Yeah, make sure you have your token selected.
Oh, well, I can click on dexterity and then saving throw.
Yeah,
That's
you could just do that too.
normal.
Oh!
Oh.
Ooh.
I got a
Oh
nat
my
1 for
God.
a -1.
Oh no.
All right. So, Pal,
Fuck.
I'll take
You-
that hit for Sam.
you take 6 points of piercing damage. Sam's able to dodge away out of the explosion, like, fires an arrow at you, and it sticks into your mechanical frame, digging into some of the more less hardy metallic stuff underneath. And the arrow inside you begins to glow and explode as Sam's able to duck out of the way and take no damage, but you take an additional 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
My temp HP went up.
And I will I will need you to, oh, you have temp HP.
Yeah,
Why?
I have 5 temp HP.
It's not from aid. Aid is max HP.
Oh right, I forgot to
yeah,
apply
that.
aid, by the way.
Plus max.
Plus max 5, yeah.
I can do that to myself, can't I?
Yeah, you can. And so, let me go ahead and swap this music out for this
So
too.
how much damage did I take?
Should be 7 total.
7 total? Alright, so we'll take
Correct.
1 out of this, and just get rid of the max.
Alright.
Oh no, because it's max, right, so I don't want to get rid of the plus max.
Right.
I just put a number in and it adds it in.
Roll.
Well, I did, and it doesn't...
Well, on your character sheet, there's a thing where it says plus.
I can
Plus 5
Just
there,
put-
and it's...
Put 5 and then just like leave it.
it's-
It just stays there.
and then 7 damage to you.
And then when you close your sheet, you should be able to heal yourself for however much. Oh, wait.
Oh, I already gave myself the damage.
You do not see where the target came from, but you do not see exactly where, but it did come from the east.
Hold on.
yeah.
I took that damage twice. I gave it to myself, and then it was applied to me.
Hold on a second
I
then.
should be at 31
Also, I can't
total.
see his
Alright.
health bar.
I
Should
can
we be able
change
to
that.
see our party's health bar?
Yeah. I can change that.
Is that it, right?
You got 31 health? Yeah, I reset it.
Okay.
You can use this. Let's go. Hovered by anyone. If anyone hovers onto that token, they should be able to see his health bar now.
There we go. Okay.
Is that just for people who aren't, like, our parties who aren't at full?
I think so. It might.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure. I'm a bit new to
Yeah, I
this.
can see it for Sam and Pal, but not for Penelope and Zoda.
I can see everyone's health bar now.
Yeah, I'm changing
Oh.
everyone's health bar now so that everyone can see
I think
each
it's
other's health.
based on it's per character, so he was just
Yeah.
going through each
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, you should be able to see everyone's health now. All right. I
yourself.
do need initiative though.
Alright.
Mhm.
Mama needs a new pair of shoes. 16.
I will begin combat.
Wait, 16.
I got
Is
an
my
eight.
Jack of
How'd
Jack of
you
all
get-
trades?
You
applied
added
to-
0.06.
I
I
believe
just
Jack.
clicked the auto initiative roller.
What the fuck did you do?
That's literally I just clicked roll initiative.
The 0.06 I believe is like for a tiebreaker for ties.
Oh, that's so cool. I like that actually then. Okay, but
Can
I
we
got
see
a
the
10.
initiative tracker?
1 sec. Let me add everyone to
1 plus 2. Patty.
initiative. There we go.
I didn't know if I added the 2 or not.
If you in the top right, if you right click,
Oh, it's the sword, right? The two crossed sword
yeah.
that shows.
Oh yeah, it
initiative?
is.
Cool.
I had a 18 plus 2, 20.
Got
20.
an 8.
All right.
Roll a
18.
5.
So
I'm just playing in this skull. I have
initiative
no idea
eight.
anything's happening.
you have a 20. You said Penelope?
Yes.
20. Sam, you have an 18.
Correct.
And then Gris, yours is
That one.
Nat 1?
Plus 2? I don't know if. Yeah, I had the plus 2 on that one.
Yes, you
Okay.
do.
Yeah, so
Okay.
3.
3.
It's whatever you add your dexterity always to initiative, no matter what.
Okay.
And then let me roll for these.
But does
Uh,
Jack of all trades apply to initiative rules?
That's a great question.
It does
think
not,
does.
I do believe. I believe it's only for skills and initiative is like its own thing? I think.
Oh, I can use my fancy sheet that I made. Let's go.
Let's go!
Hey yo.
Yes, Jack of all trades applies to initiative since that roll is a dexterity check.
Oh, alright, then what's
Jack
what's
of all
your
trades applies
your
to
initiative
only
then,
ability
Sam?
checks, not saving throws or attack rolls. An initiative is an ability check.
Alright. What's your
Does it
initiative?
mean
then?
do I just add my proficiency bonus then?
Yeah, you add half.
Half.
Oh, half my proficiency. Okay, so 19.
So it's 19? Alright, let me change that to 19 then. All right. Top of the turn order.
So the music stopped.
Wait, you guys have music? I don't have anything.
Hold
We
on a
did.
second. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was
I
in,
don't
it's
think
in
it was on
Foundry.
loop.
Oh, it's
I don't know,
not.
I remember it last time, but I
Oh.
didn't have any this time.
Let me try that
It
again.
might be really
Oh.
quiet.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, my
Oh,
audio
your
is
browser
messed
might
up.
be muted.
I broke it. Don't worry
I
about it.
don't know.
There. I reset it. It should loop now.
yeah. If you go to the music node tab on
Yeah,
the
it's...
right, you should be able to see the Grim Conquer Them All music.
Yep,
You should be able to hear some
and
like
I can see it playing, and it's at medium volume. And I don't hear anything.
check your global volume controls as well. The one right above it.
Uh,
Make sure that those are up.
Yeah, they're not fully up, but they're up. Huh? Maybe I should just do it on my own computer from now on.
This
Every time
laptop
there's a-
seems to hate you.
Well, this is a new laptop too. This is my better
I removed
one.
some of my layers, and
I don't know.
here's what I got for one of this.
All right. Penelope, it's your turn. I don't know if you noticed in the thick of the sandstorm, but something hit Pal and then he exploded a little bit.
Oh,
You just look in that
fine.
direction and
I
you.
can't see where it comes from.
No, not exactly. No, if you can't see the source of it, then no.
Do we know direction?
Yeah, the east. The way it impacted
Completely
them.
fair. Sam took no damage, right?
Sam took no damage. Correct.
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna. So I have 5 feet of movement. I'm gonna walk. Can I get? Nope. Nope. Can I fucking? I just want. The game's paused, Leo.
Oh, sorry. I was setting everything up. Did not notice.
So I can get to like behind this tree.
Yep.
Still no vision on it.
Nope.
As far as I can move. So
Yeah.
I am going to.
It's cool
Yeah,
knowing your vision's different than my vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. A vision will be individually calculated, so you'll have to call out where people are once you
No, I
see
love
them.
that a lot.
Absolutely. In any other situation,
yeah.
if it's not a sandstorm, then you rely on Noda, but
I'm
unfortunately.
gonna take the dodge action.
All right.
I can't do anything right now.
Like Noda and Gris, you see like Penny sort of like dive into like the sand almost, and like go to like the very. She's like on the very edge of becoming completely obscured in the sandstorm. She's on like the edge of your vision
Oh my
almost.
There's a
Yeah.
tree- there's some cover over here.
Be a bad idea to get separated in a sandstorm, wouldn't it? Or a good idea.
Oh,
Who
man.
knows? It's a tactical decision. Who knows?
If one of you can get vision on and point them out, I can cast Fairy Fire and let everyone see them.
I also have Fairy Fire.
So,
Okay.
Although
but that's my turn.
Okay. Let's turn to an order. Alright. This one's gonna go.
Can we see
one,
the turn, or is that just for
three.
you?
Yeah, you can right click the swords on the top and pop up the turn order. If you don't see anything on the initiative, it's because they're hidden currently.
That's so cool.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Yeah?
That's
If you wanna
awesome.
pop- if you
We
wanna
don't
pop
actually get to
out
see
the
them until
encounter,
we know about them.
The
Love
combat
that.
tracker, right click
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah. And then
What do
next
these
one.
numbers mean?
That's
Like,
our
I-
initiative.
Oh,
For some reason, it's rolling in decimals for Blight.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
mine-
it's
we
a
talked about it.
it's a
ties.
tiebreaker. One,
Oh.
He was
I
a
have
hybrid
really low
anyway.
decks, so I get.
why are we
Three.
breaking tie?
What the
I know.
All right. I'm gonna give you half cover, Penny, and someone's gonna try to make a range attack against you.
Which is at disadvantage because I dodged.
Indeed, and I believe it like the half cover gives you +2 to your AC. If I'm not
So my
mistaken.
AC is now 18 because I cast Mage Armor earlier.
So it's like your AC is 20 now.
Yes.
Anyways, they're going to make a range attack against you there. At a disadvantage. 6 does not hit, but I still need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Which is at advantage because I dodged.
Yes.
It's a 15 plus 2, 17.
All right, you're able to duck behind the tree in time as you see like a light get brighter and brighter in the sandstorm. You manage to duck behind a tree in time, and it explodes, kicks up sand, and there's like a small crater next to you. But you are unharmed. Gris and Nelda, by the way, you did see Penny go to like the edge of your vision, and then an explosion went off, and you're.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Good.
Sam,
Okay.
it's your go.
All right. Well, I'm getting behind this tree. That's one.
Yeah.
I'm like in there. Oh, hello.
Oh, you see someone. Let me toggle their visibility then.
Fucking twink enemies.
Yeah, I have to use Picroos. I have to use Picroos for most humanoid enemies because I don't want to use all the people. Like for creatures, obviously, I just have to Google search, but for humanoids, I use Picroos.
All right. Well, I'm going to cast a spell on them.
All right.
Let me just look at my spell chart.
They're being
and-
affected by spells.
Yeah, they are going to be affected by spells. All right. And I'm with a vicious mockery. I'm going to duck behind the tree again.
All right. Can you go ahead and cast that for me? I believe if you
Sure.
if you
How do
click
I-
on the dice icon next to your
Cast.
thing.
Dice icon.
Oh, so if you mouse over it, there should be like a dice icon over the icon.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. And then I'll just do this. 8.
No.
No,
Oh,
go
another thing.
go ahead and roll.
Another thing. I have the trait. The
Yeah,
one that
I
gives
just
me-
did the DC for all your spells manually.
Oh,
Okay.
I have
Okay.
one less second level spell slot than I should normally, so I'm just gonna give myself that back.
All right. Yeah, because you guys, I think all your stuff you guys did carried over from the test level
I should
shenanigans.
I should have only 3 level 1 because I did cast Mage Armor earlier.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, didn't you cast Mage Armor earlier?
But level 2, I should have both of those.
Yeah. Because that's why Al came out all bright like. What's the damage on that, by the way?
The D4.
D4.
Should be. I imagine a D4.
Yeah.
That-
No. What
I
is?
can click it.
Yeah, you could click the damage button if you want, or you can.
Okay. Yes, it's 1d4 psychic damage and is disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Yeah, go. What's the damage value? You roll a D4 for me.
Oh, yeah.
It's a D4 damage. Cool. Can you roll that? Well, it's
Yeah.
a D4.
Can you do that?
Let me find a D4. There's a D4. 3.
3. A. And they have disadvantage on their next. Sure. Let me add that to that. Cool. Alright. Anything else you'd like to do, Sam?
Is there like a martial check system in this game?
It requires either an action or bonus action, and it's called the study action.
Then I use my bonus action to study them, I guess.
Alright, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana check, you got it. I'm not seeing shit. Will 6 give me?
No. The sands. By the way, like I should remember that all the study actions should be at disadvantage because you're doing this you're trying to study an opponent in a sandstorm.
True.
Not the easiest thing to do.
Noted.
Yeah. Yeah. If that's then your turn, though, then next turn.
Oops. Didn't mean
How
to-
dare you?
I
How
went back.
dare? How dare you?
I didn't think.
But this goblin. Let's see. Is he within movement speed? Can he reach there? No, he
I took
cannot.
3 damage.
He cannot. So he's just gonna go. He's just gonna go here. He's gonna back away, I think, a little bit, get some distance. He's gonna fire another arrow at someone who doesn't have any cover. It's gonna be Pal. Gonna go ahead and make another attack roll. Go ahead and do this. Does a 17 break your armor class, Pal?
It does not.
Okay. It just sort of bounces off. You're prepared for it, and you see like the light kind of coming out of the sand. I still need a dexterity saving throw from you, though.
All right. Hold on. I want to use these rolls things. This one saving throw, normal. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, that saves. You take 0 damage. You're able to brace for the impact. You raise a shield in time, and it just sort of explodes in the sand in front of you. Yeah, that's your turn. Next turn order. Just gonna do this. Just gonna go ahead. Roll this again. Hey, does that break your AC?
My AC is currently 18.
So no.
So no.
All right. It's gonna go there. And then it's Pal's turn. Pal, what do you do?
Do I need to make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, you do. Correct. Thank you for checking me on that. Go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
That's an 18 plus 2.
You're
20.
fine. It's the most dexterous party ever, except for Pal, but that's a
The
given.
last party was
Not
the most
on this
dexterous party.
side.
Pal, it's
I
your
just-
turn.
Dodge action. Red action.
All right. I'm going to. Can I just click this? I'm gonna cast Bless.
All right. On who?
I'm going to give it to myself, Sam. Surprise. And.
Grease could use it pretty well. Gris.
Chris.
Gris.
Yeah, I think that's who I'm gonna
Grease?
give it to too. 'Cause it's supposed to keep.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
I fucked up. I'm sorry.
You want to Gris or I'll give it to Gris.
All right.
Yeah, getting those sneak attacks would be nice.
What was that exactly? Bless?
You're getting blessed. It says in the chat what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I have initiative up. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you
And
can
then-
right click that to pop that window out completely, so you have a separate window for that.
Oh.
All right.
Pop that out too, actually.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do, Pal?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Sam.
You cannot cast 2 spell slots spells per turn because you're not a sorcerer.
You're not a
Oh
sorcerer
no, you're
anymore.
right.
You're not a
I got so
sorcerer
used to
anymore.
that.
Yeah, you got so
Okay,
used to
That's
that.
fine. That's fine. I still
Spoiled.
made the right one. All right.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to step
2, 3,
3,
4.
4.
All right. I'm gonna add that to the initiative then.
Do I want
Is
to
that
go
the
much
right
further?
one?
Yeah, I do. 5, 6. I'll move forward my full.
All right. I'll add another one to the initiative order then.
Do I
Uh,
know which one of these? Is it apparent which one Sam attacked?
Yeah, this one in front of you.
It's
Alright.
crying.
That one seems to be
That's gonna
like
Goblin A.
he's kind of crying a little bit. He's like, ruh, ruh. And then also, let me draw a little picture. Let me just like put a box here. The sled is right here, and that seems to be turned over, and they wore just like sort of scurrying over that and scavenging it for stuff. It's sort of spilled. There's a bunch of ingots spilled out onto the sand.
Only
I'm
Blight
going to
can
study
see this,
on
right?
on Goblin A.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
What is-
Arcana or investigation, I'll say.
Okay, they're the same for this time. But,
Okay.
And then keep lowest, right? Make sure that worked real quick. Okay, cool. It did. Yeah, it's a 12.
12. Yeah, you're able to tell. The only thing that's really you're able to identify from these things by studying them is their arrows, which are seem to be make use of some explosive. As you've noticed, they sort of explode when they hit something. They're not alchemical; they're more magical, actually, using some sort of artifacts. But the most important thing is that if they die in any violent manner, those arrows are going to detonate, and if they die, they will explode around in the general vicinity. So,
Ooh.
don't be near them when they die. At least unless you try to non-lethally detain them.
Okay. All right, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Noda, it's your turn.
All right. So I notice all this commotion going on. I'm inside this skull.
Yeah, you're playing with
how
the skull,
big
and then there's a bunch of explosions going on.
Yeah, how big are the eye holes on this?
They're big enough for you to like squeeze through if you want, because you're an otter folk. It's like an
Okay,
otter folk
I'm
playset.
gonna start my wild shape from inside, but like I'm gonna jump through the thing, so by the time I'm Ow, I'm like...
I thought you wanted to wear the skull for a moment, and it's like...
No.
Okay,
So
you
yeah,
say
I'm gonna...
you're wild
Like,
shaking?
I'm gonna, like, tumble out, like a cool roll.
Yeah.
Like, diving through it, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna wild shape. So, like, you hear some... Gris is on top of the skull, right?
Yeah, she
You're
was
gonna
like...
hear
she was-
some gross, like, bone cracking noises, and, like, I start to grow in height, and my ears start to, like, puff up and, like, or taller, like, towards the top of my head. And
Oh, it's like your
this
vision,
giant bear.
it's like your vision is messed up.
I have a quick sketch of what she looks like. I'm sending it in May.
God, she really is a bear.
Yeah. She is a bear. Vision's still messed up from the sandstorm, though. You don't get the full...
So cute.
Let me see.
Um,
Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's adorable. I can't wait to see the finished version of that, but that's adorable.
Thank you. And she can't really see it, but I'm
No.
also gonna cast Ursine Fortitude on myself, or
All
use
right.
that, and
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just start moving over towards where I saw Penny and Sam go.
All right. Let me check.
I guess I can move myself, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
5.
The thing about being large is that you
got
can
one
move
more.
further.
Not really. I still have the same movement.
But yeah, your reach is
Yeah,
Currently-
because I'm not just on top of things.
You're currently on top of Sam. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait,
Well,
you're
let me- small.
The sheet, by
Are
the
you
way,
small or
I'm going
medium,
by
Sam?
initiative order for which goblins are which letter.
Ursine Fortitude. It's go ahead and roll a D8 and add your con modifier for your temp HP. By the way.
D8. Where is my D8? Ooh.
From Sam's perspective, a bear just came out of nowhere and is now towering over him.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing the same cape though. It's
Yeah,
like
the
it's
same-
the same length, but it does like the collar is
Like a
like
mantle
adjustable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 plus 3. I add 7 temp.
All right.
HP.
7 temp HP to you. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I can't see anything yet still.
No,
I'm
you
just
cannot.
chilling. I'm just chilling.
No.
Hey guys.
You do see Pal sort of raising his shield in direction further to the east as he's being peppered with arrows, making his way forward. Next turn. Let's see. Is this guy? Can he make it? 2, 3, 4. He can. Hey, cool. Agam's gonna sort of run up, and just slash at Pal. Go ahead and make an attack roll for that. 22. Does that hit?
It does.
All right. You go ahead and take 8 points of damage.
You do that, or do I do that?
I can do that. Oh, it's okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't double
yeah.
my damage again.
Yeah.
Die.
That's gonna be that turn.
I have to do a con save.
You do actually, yeah. Good
I'm not
catch.
used to having to do these. I didn't get hit much as Ignis.
Yeah, you stayed out of the
No,
way.
actually. So I have proficiency in them. So is it?
It's half the damage or 10, whatever is
Yeah.
higher.
So DC 10.
Uh,
DC 10 con save.
saving throw. Situational bonus. Oh, it's already adding the plus.
Yeah.
1d4. Awesome.
Yeah, success. Next
That's
one.
why I really like Foundry for stuff like that, because it adds bless and shit like that automatically.
Yeah, that's super
1,
good.
2, 3, 4. This one's gonna go. And slash at the guy that walked forward. Their swords are more accurate here. Attack. Normal. I imagine 11 does not hit.
Not quite.
Alright. And then, let's see. This one. Can this one go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. You got that diagonal. This one's gonna walk forward. They're all just crowding around Pal. Now that they see him. And another one. 20 to hit.
It does.
Alright. Damage. 3 points of damage to you, Pal.
Alright. And then. Saving
Uh,
throw, it adds it. I'm good.
Hey,
You're
yo.
good. You're good.
You maxed
Jeez.
the D4 and the 20. Holy fuck. Jesus
yeah.
fucking Christ.
And now
Your normal
finally,
level 3 saving throw. There.
it's Ogris. It's your go.
Okay. I kind of want to get up by everyone else.
All right.
Oh, it moves. That's so cool.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
light.
Your vision. Yeah.
This whole time I was like, oh, I wonder what's happening. I can't see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can't move diagonal. I already
Yeah.
lost count of how many I moved.
Yes.
No, you can. You can. Yeah.
Oh,
It's ju-
it
it's
did
just-
not work earlier. Yeah,
It's-
it wasn't working for me earlier.
It might have just been because you were lagging because of the sandstorm effect.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
All right.
And, okay. Now
You
I
see
can
those
them.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a horrible mistake, by the way, with the range attacks, but the only one who got hit, I'm willing to give you back, like, 6 health if you want, pal, but the range attack should be made at disadvantage. Alright, I'll give you 6 health back. The range attack should be at disadvantage in the sandstorm. I just
Okay,
forgot because I got rid of the effect.
Oh.
Speaking of tab is load. Okay.
Yeah. Do you wish to, I assume, make a range attack against one of these goblins?
Yeah, I was making sure I had the range for it. Thank you.
You do with with your short bow. You will be made at
Is
they
this-
will be made at disadvantage. But you can, but you still can get sneak attack because Pal is engaged with them. Boy, is he.
Okay. Cool. And which
Here
one
I
was
am.
hit again?
You don't have vision on the one that was hit.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna aim for that one.
All right, go ahead and make your short bow attack.
Okay, and what do I add to this? I couldn't find it on like the character because I don't have a physical character sheet because I don't have any more paper.
Press C.
Yes.
Go into inventory.
Yes.
And then you'll see
I had
your
the short bow equipped by default. My apologies.
Yeah.
Oh, your vision just went.
Oh, so
Fuck.
so that means I can't see like what to add to it.
No, hold on a second. Your vision messed up for some reason. There.
So, and under weapons in inventory, you should be able to see your short bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Just hover over the icon for it. It should turn into a die, and then just click that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, what?
And then there
And
is
then
attack.
it should just be a
and-
button on that just says attack. Just click that.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a 20, so it's a d20 plus
It's-
proficiency plus dex plus a d4 because of bless.
I just. Okay, wait. Plus. Can you say that one more time?
It's a 1d20 plus proficiency,
Yes.
plus dex, and because you have the
Okay.
bless effect from Pal, it is a d plus a d4.
Okay.
And then go ahead and that does hit, by the
Okay.
way. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And damage.
Oh wait,
is-
I forgot.
wait,
You do
damage.
need to roll at disadvantage though, so I need a second roll actually,
Okay.
because it is a range
Okay.
attack.
Let me just figure out how to do that again. Okay. It's already 14.
14. That's still hits,
Ooh.
Cool.
That's
Okay.
I believe.
And then damage is just 1d6.
Plus
1d6
sneak attack.
plus dex, and then plus sneak attack.
Okay.
So you have in your
is it?
in your features, you should be able to click sneak attack, I believe. Should be able to.
Same thing with just hover over the icon for it, and dice will pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and press
then-
the damage button. What?
And then
Uh,
you click the damage button in your short bow thing
Yeah.
that you sent earlier.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
17
17 points of damage.
Explode this man!
Yeah, you deal 17 points of damage.
Oh
They're,
god!
they're dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the death icon.
So, you did that.
Alright, guys, so goblins have less than 17 health.
They have
Good to
yes.
know. Good to know.
Yeah.
fairly certain they have 7.
Where is?
Well, these are
I'm
custom
just-
goblins.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. If you click on your character, press C, and
Yeah.
you're able to have the character sheet. There is inventory. That's where your weapons are, and then features. That's where your abilities are.
Okay. Yeah, it took me a while to find proficiency on here. I couldn't
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Getting
I
used to
don't wanna
this.
use that online roller. It is really nice, but I think
Yeah, no, it's more for people who want to use it, and also for convenience. It helps you remember the formulas, but it's much easier to if you're used to physically rolling to do that. If, like I said, if you want to use physical dice, you can. If you want to use digital dice, also an option. But yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Gris? I guess. I think my mom just set off the smoke alarm.
Oh, that's not what it is.
I'm gonna go check to make sure the house isn't burning down real quick.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Nonsense.
Wait, I don't understand math. I'm like just looking at this roll and I'm not understanding how it got to 14.
So you rolled a 6,
6? I see that, and then I rolled a 4.
and then you had an extra 4 from your dex and your proficiency.
Oh, I wish it would tell you what things are.
So you
I
can
wish
still
it would
hear the
tell you what
fire
things are.
alarm, correct?
Yeah,
okay.
a little bit.
So
It's not bad.
I am not a good cook. I think my mom is a great cook. She did burn something. I'm not saying that I'm confident that I wouldn't burn something. I'm just saying that I haven't burnt something enough to activate smoke alarms yet.
I love them for
Personally.
you.
That's
Maybe
a
that's what
lot
comes
of
with being
burning.
a higher
you
level
gotta
cook, is it gets more and more risky, you know?
Yeah, alright. that is that is it. Alright, Gris, I guess you killed a goblin.
Yeah, can I do the study thing from
Yeah.
here? Or... Okay.
There's not really much left to study, but you're free to examine them in general if you want to see, like, what's up with them.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, I don't know if this happened already, but if that guy had a bow, he's gonna explode next to me.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me.
And his two friends.
I forgot
but-
because the fire alarm went off. So I
So
kind of
everybody sitting here is gonna have some problems in a moment.
so let me use this. Centered on him. I need a dex save from Pal, and then this goblin also.
Oh, I'm great at these.
Really, just out of context, does Exogen work with like fever headaches?
I don't know, but I think that's worth studying and researching.
I'm gonna figure this out.
This goblin failed, by the way. Pal, you
17!
succeeded.
Yeah.
This one takes 6 points of damage.
Which one? Top or bottom?
The bottom. Top one's not
Bottom.
affected. They are not.
Oh, it's
Nice.
not. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
This creates definitive hard rule on circles and cones.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's good to have that.
So we have hardcore confirmation, but yes, this one took 6 damage. These all should have. I'll have to
It
fix.
does
I'll have
have
to fix that
acetone
part.
open. It has the active ingredient that does help with fever.
Hmm.
So
Oh, thank you so much.
Very cool. Well, yeah. Yeah. These guys only had one thing to study, and it was their post-mortem explosion.
We did it.
Yay.
So you can study them for fun if you want to ask, like, I don't know, what's their favorite color or something.
Like right before we
Well, other than that, that's the end of your turn. Next up will be Penelope. Penny,
me.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go. Here.
Yeah.
Like, see the one that got vicious mockery now, right?
Yes. I also see
Alright, I'm
this one,
gonna
which I'm going to.
I'm gonna- unsheath my bell,
All right.
and it's I'm just gonna swing it around a bit. It's gonna make no noise, and then I'm gonna point at him. And my eyes are gonna flare, and the bell's gonna ring, and I'm casting Toll the Dead on him.
Okay.
Give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Can you click that for me?
Oh
also?
right, yeah, maybe I can.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Wisdom saving throw. 13.
That is my DC.
That meets the DC. Goes to Challenger, which means success. Oh, but he does have vicious. Oh, that's for attacks though.
Attack
That's-
rolls. You think you
Yeah,
have
no,
Mind
it's,
Sliver?
that's not Mind Sliver. That's not Mind Sliver. You fool.
Anyways, that's my turn.
All right.
Well, actually,
Great.
I'm going to.
Chris, you saw Penny sort of action roll out behind the tree and just like swing a bell with no ringer on it. And then nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And no one would have heard the ding
No.
besides him, but he saved. So
He didn't even. He wasn't like he saved, so he wasn't even able to hear it over the sandstorm. He's just sort of like.
She's just gonna look at it kind of closely and just kind of slap the bell a couple times. Like, come on! I need you to
I like to imagine like she holds up to her ear, like, is this thing on? Like, ring it a little bit, even though it has nothing like to ring.
and that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. Next up is this. Yeah. Okay. They're going to attack Penny. Try to. Your AC's 18 now at disadvantage.
16. I'm not. I don't have
Six.
cover.
Oh yeah, 16. Still 14 doesn't make, but I do need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Just basic for me right now. Oh, that's a nat 20. Jesus.
Nat
Christ.
20. Yeah. You're like
We're hitting our saves at least.
when you're doing like this sort of like bell like ringing thing just going around, this arrow just like so it lands in the sand in front of you, and because you're focusing on the bell so much and the sandstorm's like howling in your ears, you hear like you get the explosion effect, but it doesn't really mean anything to you. You're not even hurt by it.
Hey, does this? It worked yesterday.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just don't worry. That sandworm attack right there.
Please no.
This one. Can they make it? They can. This one's gonna walk up and try to smack Penny.
Wait. Why do I have fairy fire?
16 to hit. Your AC is 16. I do believe that hits. So I will roll damage. Penny, you take 6 points of damage. Oh.
Okay, I fucked up. I should not be able to have fairy fire.
Okay.
So I'm gonna replace that next session.
Yeah. Just let me know what you want to replace it with. So
I read a thing and I was kind of like basing some of my spell choices off a guide, and I didn't realize that the guide got fairy fire from a racial ability, not a learned spell.
Yeah. That'll do it.
So I will change that later.
Sam, it's your go. There's a bear lumbering over you. There's
It
PETA.
has the same.
PETA,
same
the
eye
bear is
markings.
here. PETA,
It's the same eye markings that Noda has.
the bear is here. It also has Noda's like little cape, but it's wearing it as a mantle
Yeah.
now.
And Terrence is now on my head,
Huh, well,
holding on
I'll
for
be
dear
damned.
life.
I peek off from the tree and fire. Actually, this time I'll take out my light crossbow and fire a bolt at who have we been attacking. We'll attack this guy.
Okay, make a light crossbow attack roll at disadvantage for me.
Oh shit! Right.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Yeah.
Not looking good, folks. Will a 12 suffice?
A 12 will not suffice. These are
Alright.
nimble little goblins. Oh yeah, you get to add a d4 to it.
From Bless.
Oh shit! All right, bet. Good looks. Where is my D4? There it is. Well, all right, so that's 12 plus 3 is 15.
15, that will hit. I'll go ahead and
Let's
roll
go.
damage.
Damage is 1d8.
It's light crossbow? Yeah, I believe so.
One more time.
All right.
What's he hitting?
Which one are you hitting, Ty?
I'm hitting the one diagonal to
This one.
Blake's character.
Pretty sure.
It's been so long since I've used a D8 die. I probably looked okay, this one. The octahedron.
Indeed.
8.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Oh wow, 4 big ones.
Plus dex? Does that include plus dex?
Oh
Or-
shit, does it include plus dex?
Yeah, it's a ranged
It does.
attack.
It's 7.
Weapon.
7, alright. 7. This one goes off, and Kit dies, and proceeds to detonate. But
And I
Hal is
am
not caught up in
safe
it.
from-
This one is
Yeah.
unfortunately. They need to
Can
make.
I also just can I use my study action on this one, or my study bonus action, and can I reaction give Pal a bardic inspiration to use? I don't know, somewhere in the next 8 hours.
Uh-oh. That was success, so no damage done. Perfect. Wait, are you studying or are you giving Pal a bardic inspiration? Because I believe bardic inspiration is a bonus action.
It's a reaction in the new one, right?
But you need to have something to trigger it.
Yeah, it's a reaction
Make
if
it
they
add
take
immediately.
damage or if someone
Well,
makes an
you can
attack.
do
roll.
you can bonus action study, and then if I take damage, you can.
Oh, okay. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it like that then. Okay. Yeah.
Anything
Alright.
that's a reaction,
Yeah.
you need to have
Bonus
something
action
that
study.
causes you to react.
Go
Got
ahead
it.
and make an investigation check.
Investigation. That is plus. Alright, sick. Oof, yeah, that's not cutting it.
All right. Next up, is this
Yeah.
goblin? Is this goblin? Who's going to make a ranged attack at disadvantage against Penny?
Shoot me, motherfucker. If you
Okay.
dare.
Disadvantage.
Idiot.
Natural one.
Stupid.
I still need a dex saving throw from you though, Penny.
Die. Oh, it's an 8.
It's an 8. All right. Take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As like
Wait.
an arrow, you like an arrow lands right between your feet, which is impressive because of how small your frame is. And you go ha, and then it explodes underneath
Shimon
you,
ragdoll.
and it cut you ragdoll and like hit the tree, and you're like, oh. This does lose vicious mockery though. Very cool.
Did he... Oh, it didn't matter. I guess he didn't need to minus anything from his attack
No,
roll.
because the attack roll already missed.
Yeah.
Next up is this guy who's not within range. He's going to make a ranged attack roll against. Let's keep hitting Penny. Actually,
Yeah, let's go.
disadvantage. 8 will not hit. I need a dex saving throw from you though, Penny. As they keep, they're not hitting, but they're lobbing like rockets in your general direction. They're gonna hit. Something's gonna hit.
That's another failure.
That's another.
Silvery barbs it.
Uh, Silvery Barbs only works on a successful attack roll, I believe.
Oh, is
No,
that
you
how
can
it
you can silver barbs anything,
Can you?
any d20 roll.
I believe you can give advantage to any d20 roll, but Silvery Barbs
No,
would be
you can,
rewarding.
You can use silver barbs on anything. Hold on, I'm getting it right
Check it
now.
now. I got it pulled up.
You magically distract the triggering
Succeeds
creature
on an
must
attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
They must. It's on success.
succeed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Never mind.
success. Penny
Not
failed.
rolls, but it has to be a success.
It has to be a
Never
success. Yeah, unfortunate. Finally, that
Okay, you'll get plenty of use out of Silvery
that
Barbs
busted
later. That shit's
spell will
broken.
not make full 6 damage. Penny takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage as like you're getting up, you're trying to push yourself up, and another one just lands in the sand in front of you and it blasts you backwards against the tree again. How you feeling, Penny?
Ow.
That was not. That was a goblin we can't see, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
Motherfucker.
You walked in front of the cover. I don't know what you expect.
I can't see anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can. Pow. It's your turn. There are 2 corpses next to you.
Yeah, for my action, I'm gonna use emboldening bond.
Alright.
No, well, myself, but then also Penny and Sam. Normally I'd go to Gris, but noticing that Penny is about to fucking die,
Alright.
well,
But you can only choose up to your proficiency bonus,
oh,
which is 2.
it's not written right in my little.
Uh,
thing then. You're right.
apologies.
Well, I choose 2 creatures within 30 feet of me. 2 feet of me. No, yeah. So I choose 2 creatures. I can choose you and Sam, and then I'm always included.
Are you?
Create a magical
As an action,
bond
you choose
between
two
the...
glowing creatures within 30 feet of you, creating a magical bond among them for 10 minutes or until you use this feature again.
Because the
Does
emboldening
that
bond.
include yourself then?
This one says it does, but this one says
this can include yourself, but the number of people you can bond is
Okay.
still equal to your proficiency bonus.
Cool. In that
So,
case,
it's still only
we came
2.
out here knowing Penny might die. I'm gonna put it between myself and Sam.
It is the
Very well.
first fight.
I'll kill Penny in the first fight. I don't care.
She won't die. She'll
She
be
won't
fine.
die.
And then bonus action, I will sanctuary myself.
All right, sure. I do not have an effect for that, so
Just every time someone attacks, wisdom save.
so I'll just put blur on you because it's basically this. It's like wisdom saving throw, but it's not the same thing. But I do not
Well,
have
we
a
know
sanctuary
it. We know
effect
to do
currently. Yeah,
Can I step on bodies?
yeah, you can. They're crumpled and they're also small creatures.
All right, just making sure before. All right, so I'm gonna move.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll move here.
You move there? Okay. You do see this one, which means I can take them off of hidden now.
Oh, good.
They're on
I'm
initiative.
like,
Yeah.
trying to get this guy on my
Yeah.
sheet so I can see everything.
Um,
Want to... Actually, after I've... No, I'm good. I'll stay here.
all right. Next
Yeah,
turn.
that'll be my turn.
Noda. You can't see much in the sandstone, but you do know that you saw a Penny action roll in front
I
of a
just
tree,
saw
and then there's a
Penny
lot of explosions happening. You saw her like ready a bell with no like sound coming out of it. You saw her like excitedly roll in front of the tree, and then there's just been like explosion after explosion, rocking her.
Tiered Gmod fucking ragdoll. bases.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh shit, okay. Well, I'm gonna move down. How do you? How do
Click
you
your
use the
token,
measurement?
drag, and you can drag at certain distances, and you can press space if you want to like stop there. I believe you're on a ruler right now.
Yeah, you're on
Okay,
the-
how do you-
Token
do you-
controls on the left hand side. Click like the
left
person
hand.
looking thing.
Yeah, got the token control.
And then select tokens.
Select
And then just
tokens.
Click and drag. Just literally click and drag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I go here or?
You're gonna need to go one spot lower because of how much bigger you
You
are.
can go like here.
Does it?
Yeah, press space. Press space when you get down there, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna jump on this man.
All
and
right.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead. You actually has a bear. You get 2 attacks, I believe. So
Yeah, I got multi attack, so I'm gonna.
yeah. Go ahead. Go
I'm gonna
for it.
start by I'm going mouth first, so I can fight him.
All right. Go ahead. Make your move.
Oh no.
I'm gonna move you back
7
one so I can
plus.
select the tokens.
Okay. 12 to hit.
12 to hit does not hit.
Okay, I'm like.
You end up
seriously.
tripping and
then-
eating a mouthful of sand.
Oh
Just-
fuck! And I'm gonna get back up, and I'm gonna try to claw at him. Claw attack. Please. Okay. 18 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Man. Fuck. Okay, so I got 8 slashing damage.
Okay. 8 slashing damage. Alright. Big hit. Blood splashes
hit,
across
yeah.
the sand, but it's still living because you saw like you dove like face first into the sand in the
Yeah,
ace
I
out
kinda
full,
missed.
and he started like pointing and laughing at you like and then you just like got up and just swiped at him.
I'm like,
hum-
hey!
Humbling him real quick.
Yeah. There's not that much else I can do. I can't really. Can I stand over Penny or somehow?
Yeah, I'd say you're a big creature, and she's a small creature, so yeah, I'd
Can I like
I'd say for
stand
sure.
partially in front of her to give her like partial cover or something?
Yeah, I'd say you can, but it'd also give you disadvantage on dex saving throws if you do so.
I'm okay with that.
Alright, I'll place you on top of Penny then.
Okay.
Oop, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello.
I'm
Yeah,
just,
I'm a bear.
holding my singed fur. You're a big
I'm
bear.
like, I'm just gonna slide right in here real quick.
Now, can she speak as a bear?
Yeah, this surprisingly, yes. This is not surprisingly this bear can speak.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
her same
What do you
exact
mean?
voice?
It's a bit like it's a bit gruffer, but like it's almost
do
like
you
somebody
mean?
took Noda's voice and like just sort of made it a pinch
You're just
bassier.
not used to hearing it from so high up.
How's the weather down there?
Doppler's effect.
There's some sand in my eyes.
Let me just.
Let me clear those 2 initiatives out because they're dead. Let me clear these initiatives out too because they're dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
All right,
turn.
that's your turn. All right. Next up, this guy. He's gonna take a swing at good old pal. I'll make it attack roll. 21 to
Wow.
hit. I believe that'll meet your AC though, Blake. Am I correct?
Just,
He's muted.
Sorry.
He's muted.
Yeah, Sanctuary's active.
Oh, that's right. It needs a wisdom
swing again,
saving throw.
motherfucker.
He needs a wisdom saving throw, I
Olay.
believe.
Yes.
Saving throw.
No,
Does that meet?
it does not. 15 DC.
No, he has to choose another target within range. If there's no target,
Then
it just
fails.
doesn't happen.
All right. He's gonna raise a scimitar and be like, ah! Man, he has like a clear shot at you. You're not even like facing him, but he just kind of goes up, just kind of squints, and just kind of stays there for a moment. And that's gonna be his turn. Gris, it's your turn. You've been seeing Penny get bombarded, actually. And you saw
Yeah.
a bear kind of like drive by, swipe at a goblin before, trying to basically cover Penny, offer Penny cover from all the explosions going off.
Yeah. I'm gonna make another ranged attack at this guy.
At which
The
one?
guy sorry, I should say.
Yeah, you can click and hold to ping.
It won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it did. It just.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and make a ranged attack roll at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. That's right. Oh, the first one's a 5 without anything. Hey, second one's a nat 1, so fuck me. Also,
Yeah, all the explosions that's kicking up sand is kind of getting in your face, and you're basically like shaking it out of your eyes.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much you've wrapped yourself up in to prepare for the sandstorm. Not able to get a clean shot.
Nope.
Anything else?
And there's nothing really to study.
You're free to study them for like the heck of it. I can give you some like miscellaneous information.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and
adding to the roll.
make an investigation check.
Investigation is.
Quiet.
What? Wait, that doesn't make sense.
What?
Oh, I probably have like
You have a plus 4 to investigation. Right?
It says I do,
Yeah,
but that means 22.
22. Yeah. So that's successful. What you're able to find out is that these goblins are specifically attuned and adapted to the desert, or thus have a longer vision in sandstorms actually
Oh,
than the average person.
okay. Oh,
What do you know?
My turn.
That though, it's Penny's turn. Penny.
Okay, this guy shot me, right?
Yes.
No, actually.
Okay,
did.
I'm going to
You
just
missed.
kind of like steady myself up and
All
be
right.
like, "Stop shooting me! You're being mean!" And all the
Yeah.
bones that were nearby us are going to begin to rattle, and then they're all going to sink underground.
Oh.
And then they're like, the ground is going to shake directly underneath them, and a giant fist made of an amalgamation of bones is going to pop out from under him as I cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Okay.
What the fuck?
So, I need a strength saving throw from you.
Yeah, you can place the measured template where you want, by the way.
Can I place it directly under him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, directly on his ass. Give me a strength saving throw.
All right. 17.
Okay.
Does
Well,
he
that's my
take
turn. The hand remains.
Does he take half damage or?
He doesn't take half damage, but the spell does not dissipate. I can basically, as an action, retry to grab him.
All right. A skeletal hand like reaches out, and you're trying to reach it out, and like you claw at him, and then you realize that you accidentally made the hand like mouseful shit like sized, and so it's not really doing much to him. He just kind of like steps out of it. you can try to like reform the hand on a later turn.
It
Yep.
does say unoccupied space, by the way, which is would help us with as far as like
Yeah, within.
where it actually is.
But I can't. Can I move this? There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. I got it.
Okay.
I'll just put it there.
All right. Cool.
That's my turn.
All right. Next turn. Yeah.
I'm now
it's-
concentrating on that.
This guy is going to fire an arrow at the giant bear that he sees. Right about here, actually damaging his allies. So,
Fuck you.
but let's make an attack roll.
Damn it.
Disadvantage. That misses the bear. I assume your AC as a bear is like 12 or 11, I think.
It's 11.
All right. 7 still does not hit. But I do need a dex
Well,
save.
it's whatever. Do you have a level in barbarian yet?
I do.
It's
Oh,
it's
you're
way higher
right.
than that.
Oh, it's probably more than
What
that,
you add
then.
your bear's constitution to your AC,
Let me add that to your.
Hold on.
so it's
So
8
it's
plus Dex
adding my
plus Constitution
8 plus Dex plus
Armor defense.
of the bear, because those are physical stats.
Okay, AC is 13 now.
So then, yeah, or no, that's still 11. You said 8 plus Dex plus
Plus
Constitution.
Constitution of the bear, not Noda.
Yeah, but they don't have the bear doesn't have Dex, and it still has Constitution. That's still 11.
Okay. 11?
No, it should be, but isn't it also proficiency?
No.
No.
Yeah, you're not proficient in your.
You're not
there
proficient.
was a thing for that, but I guess I don't have it written down.
For barbarian, the way
Oh
unarmored.
no, it's 13 unarmored defense. Yeah,
It's
13.
10.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's 10 plus your Dex plus your
Yeah,
Constitution.
you're like 8. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
was-
13. My AC
Okay.
is 13.
Okay. I still need a dex saving throw from everyone in this general area, but Penny can make it at advantage because.
Oh!
And I make it at disadvantage.
Yes.
I rolled a 5 twice.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
Hmm?
Okay, well I rolled a 5 as well. Oh, and then a 2. Okay. So yeah,
And
that'll
then
be a 2.
this goblin also needs to make a saving throw. Betrayed. Oh, he rolled a 6. So
We're all high rollers over here.
everyone takes 4 damage. Okay, so
And I keep concentration. 15 plus stuff.
so you take 4. And then I need. Penny, you take 4.
I
And
rolled
then
a 17 to hold concentration.
yeah, you're good. This guy takes 4, and he dies. Unfortunate. I need Noda to make another dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, actually, because he's gonna detonate. Right
I
on
rolled
here.
another 2. So that's 2, baby.
All right. Unfortunate. Let me roll the damage. You take an additional 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine.
Penny, you're you see Noda like kind of curl her bear form around you, and like you still get kind of beaten up a little bit, but there's like a lot of explosions now that are being muffled by a bunch of fur and a sandstorm going around.
Okay. We're fine, we're fine.
But
we're good,
yeah,
we're good.
obviously,
Obviously.
this goblin is dead. I'm going to remove that command. Next up on turn order is Sam.
All right. You fucked around. Now it's time to find out.
Yeah.
All right. But I hit him with a vicious mockery.
All right. Can you click it for me so I can get the
Actually,
saving
Can
DC?
I actually change that up?
Sure.
Yeah.
You are blessed, so like attack rolls are a bit stronger.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold person in actually.
All right. Go ahead and click on that spell for me so I can get the DC for it.
Wait, what? Do I only have one level 2 spell
Oh no,
slot?
you should have 2. I think they just carried over from the
see.
when you guys were fooling around the test level. You should have 1 now.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
There we go. Normal. DC was 15. and therefore it shakes off the hold person. You try to hold out your hand and go, "Halt,
Bardic
fiend."
inspiration, that shit.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll the d6, I believe, for that to subtract from it.
Are you cutting words it?
Yeah.
Cutting words. Well, I think it doesn't matter because a minimum of 1, anyways. It's still.
Yeah. Be held, motherfucker.
They are held. Go figure.
4.
Yeah, I mean, making it an 11, they are held. They are paralyzed. Which means...
I don't suppose there's any more goblins here.
You don't know. I don't know, are there?
There's one that I can't see.
I know where that one is. I should have called it out to you, but I did not.
It's fine.
That was when I walked into a group of 3 of them, so I was...
Had other things.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot we don't share party vision.
No, you do not.
Ooh, do not.
I'll let you guys know on my turn in a second.
You're free to call them out or anything. Be like, hey, there's one over here, there's one over there, whatever.
Well,
Like
I
right
guess
now?
I'll hold on to him for the time
I
being.
mean, talking's a free action.
All right, yeah, you're free to talk and be like, hey, one over here.
Yeah, there's one down below. He's a...
You can use a ruler to even measure it out if you want. Be like, oh, there's one
Yeah, it's about
30
30
feet
below.
that way, whatever.
Okay.
If that's any return, though, Sam, I am going to have to end the session there because somebody has somewhere to be.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you have family
so
events,
we will
Lucy.
pause
Fuck
this.
you.
This
Yeah,
should,
at our
How
scheduled
dare you celebrate
exit
your
time.
culture.
yeah.
Eat shit.
How dare you leave at 3 hours after our 3-hour session has begun?
But yeah. Are you guys
How was your
having
It's really
fun
fun.
playing D&D?
It's a good session.
I like everyone's characters.
I do
Everyone's
too.
very funny.
The first combat's
Actually,
already giving me a
like-
great idea of how combat's gonna look for...
Yeah, no, there's a lot of fun stuff that can be done for this.
Yeah, Bless plus Emboldening Bond is nuts.
Oh, it's stupid. People ban that at tables.
People ban that at tables. I'm allowing it because it's like, first of all, you got like a lot of casters. The only ones that like really benefit from it is Gris and Noda. So like,
Okay.
if you give it to yourself, you like giving it to your currently your character has no reason to give it to Gris and Noda. Like fully commit to them.
Literally, the reason Gris got Bless at all is because I had to pick a third target.
Yes. So like, even then, like, so long as like you care, like story wise, if it's earned, it's earned. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I will replace Fairy Fire and let you know what I replace it with.
Sure. Let me know.
It will probably be Magnify Gravity, but I will let you know.
Alright, I think I have to. I'll probably have to custom make that spell. Let me check.
Yes. It'll be an AoE. I'll let you know that because I don't have any good AoE for first level.
Not magnifying glass. I need to spell magnify gravity. You fool.
You idiot!
But yeah. I'm
This
gonna-
hasn't changed anything yet, and it probably won't later. I took off my performance proficiency because I don't know where the fuck it came from. I didn't add it. I was looking at my character sheet and I set it to like do what it normally does.
I may have accidentally clicked that when I was adding your perception proficiency.
No, I had it in my other character sheet.
Oh.
that I linked you. Yeah, and I don't know what it came from. I went back through, looked at all the different tabs. I never found anything.
It may have
besides
like
that performance.
by default given you like a background proficiency or something. I
Yeah,
don't
it might have. But yeah, I just took it off.
know. But yeah.
Good session.
Yeah,
Good
I hope you guys enjoyed that session.
Can't wait
Yeah.
to figure out how these kids somehow find their way into it.
We're very capable children.
I'm sure you are.
That is true as far as children go. Probably.
The only one.
you know can form a hand from bones.
I just want to
I
say,
can't
I'm
even- I can't even do that.
hold on a second. I think I have. So I have a module that I think records encounter statistics.
Oh god. I missed so much shit. I haven't hit a thing this encounter.
I love the idea of that. It's fun to look at after.
Let's see.
Like, who's pulling their weight?
Most
Who got
most
absolutely
kills
fucked
is a
up,
tie
though.
between Gris and Sam 1.
One person. Wait, right? Why are her?
Let's see.
Yeah, I think you each have one kill.
Yeah.
'cause everyone died
Most natural ones is PAL.
Oh.
Most natural 20s also PAL. Congratulations.
Oh, very
uh,
Do I have the most? Does it count most nat ones?
it does.
That's what you just said.
Most natural ones is PAL.
And most
Oh.
nat 20s is
Yeah, you
also
said most
PAL.
natural ones is
Well,
PAL.
I think it's mostly because it can only record digital ones. So
That's true.
it's mostly.
Yeah.
It's mostly going to be counting whenever Ty
all of
or
those
Cam.
stats.
It's going to be mostly. It's going to be mostly. It will count kills though. It won't. It will count kills because it's supposed to be like who kills what on what turn.
Yeah.
It should count that, I believe. I also have little buttons to for whenever somebody says an expletive, or if I say you can certainly try. I have a button to press for
Also-
whenever that happens.
He has a swear jar.
Yeah.
This isn't important. This isn't important. It must just be like, I don't know. But Gris is still spelled Gris. Like when I hover over my
Gris.
Like it's just missing an
Two
S. It's not
Oh,
that.
hold on a
it's not the
second.
D
Yeah.
country,
Well, that's not your
but-
name then. So it is.
True. I
Who the
would
hell
like
is
it.
this?
Who the fuck?
Sorry about that. Yeah, it was correct on the character sheet, but not the token for some reason.
Yeah, and I was trying to change it, but I don't know
Yeah.
how to do this. Everything else says.
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
I would have thought they would kind of like connect with each other. Like if one says this, the other also. I guess.
Yeah, 'cause multiple tokens can be assigned to a single player.
Yeah.
I guess, so that's probably
Like I
Yeah.
the
gave.
reason it doesn't
Yeah.
auto-link.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that session.
Very much.
It also gave me a good way to run the sheet that I have and figure out what the problems are with it. So right now
Yeah.
it's cleared, but I think I should be able to. Once I realized that there were people hidden in the initiative order, everything fell apart with how I used to use the sheets to keep track of.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm gonna teach you in a second.
It should be good now, though.
But yeah, now you also, by the way, the enemy's health bar should be shown whenever you
Yeah,
hover
we
them.
weren't seeing them, and it was hard,
Yeah.
hard to see, 'cause I was like, I control the dead people, but I have no idea who is
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna
You shouldn't need to
follow one
study
of the
It's so
someone's
much just us
to
asking
learn their health.
questions.
Yeah. That should
like
be
how
like the
you'll see,
standard
like-
for the future, unless like special circumstances is like you have to find out what the specific if you're targeting like a specific body part or something. I'll say like you can target health for that.
Cool.
But
Cool.
yeah,
For some bosses, maybe we won't get a health bar.
yeah, maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I like the idea.
But yeah, for the
Either way.
most part now though, you should have like the health of generally everyone.
I'll have your health.
Maybe I almost had yours. You're at what, like 4 health?
Yeah.
God, I'm so
Hey, Jesus, I'm at 31 as Bear, and then I have another 34 as, or another 37 as.
I would be
Noda.
dead, by the way, without aim.
Wait, your base health is like 30.
I'm
Yeah.
a strong Goyle.
Yeah,
I actually
druids
roll
and
my
barbarians
health
are the best tanks, and she decided to multi-class
Don't
into both.
underestimate
So
because I don't underestimate because I'm 111. I'm a strong girl. Like,
In the game, too.
I gotta go.